live. My hair looks rubbish like this.
Well, welcome to the Ty Denty channel.
Hi guys.
With me, Ty. We've got Kieran.
Hello.
And Ronnie with us as normal. Just quickly, for anyone who's on, can you just give us like a thumbs up in the chat if audio is working? And also score predictions, as we're about to watch Leicester City taking on Liverpool, which is quite a big game. Both ends of the table. We have a slim chance of getting top four or to put the pressure on with a win. It will only take us a point behind Newcastle and Man United with 2 games to go.
Is Newcastle as well?
Yeah, they're both on 66 at the minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise. I thought Newcastle still had a couple of points ahead.
No, but we will have a game more after tonight.
We played a game.
Yeah,
okay.
we would have. But Newcastle got to go and play Brighton on Thursday.
Okay.
After Arsenal's performance as well.
Yeah.
So they'll be in, well, hopefully hot form.
It's quite short for Brighton though, isn't it? Sunday game, Thursday game?
Yeah, but same for Newcastle. They played, either Sunday or Saturday. So I'm just hoping. So we got that. And then also massive for Leicester because they're 19th at the minute, currently in the relegation zone. And with not many games left. And the teams around them at least getting draws. If they don't get a win somewhere, they will be getting relegated. Mm-hmm. They have to win one of the games. So this will be a hard one for them, but they don't really have much choice now but to win games.
So if they win, if Leicester pull one out of the bag today, where will that put them?
They'll take them back out.
Take them back out, and what? Drop Everton in?
Yeah.
Yes, it would take Everton back in.
It's mad. The bottom of the table is so much more interesting than the top of it.
I doubt it.
The bottom of the table is incredible. I think the top, our bit is, but like ours is...
Yeah. I mean, look at what's happened. I mean, City have got it now, haven't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
No hesitation.
Yeah, well, all they've got to do is win one more game that's guaranteed of the 2. And then I think if they draw...
They still got it?
Yeah, we'll get into that. There's loads of different scenarios. But yeah, so for Leicester
will drop out.
They'll get out if they win today. A draw would keep them 19th. Well, actually, it'll take them to 18th on goal difference. They have the best goal difference out of everyone down there.
Okay.
So, but
even like Everton, Forest, and all that lot.
Yeah, so Leicester are 19th. They're on 30 points with a goal difference of minus 15. Leeds 18th, 31 points, minus 25 goals. Everton 17 with 32 points, minus 24, and Forest 16, 34 points, minus 31. So they're the best goal difference by like 10.
Yeah.
So like if they can get to that stage, then they will be laughing but the issue is they've got less points than the others, which is the main factor.
Yeah.
And that's how you get relegated, not by goal difference, but by points. So a draw, yes, it might be all right for this one, but they are going to have to win one of the games.
And who have they got, do you know?
We'll get it up. We will see.
And you check.
Yay.
Yeah, they play us at home, Newcastle away, which should be hard, and then West Ham at home. So, to be honest, by the looks of things, they will be clinging on to that West Ham one.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be in a position where it's done. Mm-hmm. And the way they're going, even if like Forest or Leeds or Everton pick up a point still, they draw a game.
Forest picked a point up, didn't they?
Yeah, Leeds picked a point up as well. Like they will just slowly get away from them. Mm-hmm. Like there won't be enough games to catch up even with a win. So.
Sorry, I've just seen Leicester's slogan coming out. Foxes never quit. What a rubbish slogan. I get they're the Foxes and they don't want to give up, but Foxes are known for...
Well, it's better than...
getting mauled by the Tigers. Mauled by the Tigers. Yeah, that's rubbish. Sorry to interrupt. I just saw it and I thought that was horrific.
Do you think that's part of the reason they're getting relegated?
Well, I mean, their other slogan should be Foxes are most known for going through bins. But that's not got as much of a ring to it.
That's rubbish.
There you go. I like that.
I know you like that one.
I did like that one.
But on a Liverpool standpoint, how big is this for us, this one?
Did you check the audio? Is that all been...
Yeah, audios should be all fine. Unless
Chat's coming in with scores and stuff as well. But yeah, to why this is all getting up, how big's tonight for us, Liverpool?
Just got to keep the pressure on. That's it. It's out of our hands. As long as we win our games, then that's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
It could come down to the last game of the season. And it will do if, I mean, I was hoping Wolves would do a job for us on Man United. I didn't realise Newcastle...
They're the same points.
I'm going to put my specs on. So Newcastle have got 35, 66 points. Oh, wow.
We actually are relying more on United just because of goal difference as well.
Yeah.
But Newcastle have the harder running. I don't care who. I'd rather
It's
Man
one of
United.
those. Yeah, I'd rather United out of it and Newcastle get it.
Because it looks like that on the goal difference. But Man United play Bournemouth, Fulham and Chelsea.
Yeah.
To be honest, Chelsea might be the easiest out of the three of them as well, which is not really saying that. But they got 3 mid-table sides that are all safe, which is like the best run you could get.
Yeah.
Newcastle play Brighton.
But everyone hates United.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're just hoping. But it's a lot easier run than Newcastle's where they play Brighton, Man City and Chelsea.
Okay.
So,
Well, there's 3 points there.
We're relying on
Yeah.
a lot of people. To make up 4 points in 3 games.
That's the thing,
At
yeah.
the top half of the table is impossible. We have to win every game, and one of the 2 teams have to drop points in 2 different their last 3.
I can see it in the Brighton and... I mean, even if Chelsea picked up a point against them...
That's it.
I know they're rubbish, but it is doable.
It's doable, yeah, and it's I think mainly just putting that pressure on the final day. But it's just unlikely.
Eddie Howe sent out a message today, apparently.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I haven't seen I just saw something about, like, he said something.
But yeah, that comment
I saw
him say
I saw it
message.
come up. Eddie Howe said something about Liverpool thing, and I didn't get a chance to...
That's the bare minimum for a message, isn't it? Saying something. It's just
Someone
huge.
will tell me anyway.
We could potentially. I mean, it wouldn't be over. We could potentially put Leicester down.
Okay, well, we'll go through the... Do you want to do it or
There's
me?
the teams.
You do it.
I can do it. Right, so Leicester's team, they don't have Danny Ward in goal because he might possibly be the worst goalkeeper to ever play in the league. Daniel Iverson is the goalkeeper who's not as bad. They've changed the back line and it looks all right on paper. You've got Ricardo, Faze, Evans, centre halves, and Kanazdi, whatever his name is. The left back, the Belgian. Kasanya. Tielemans and Didi, I've missed the other one. And Madison, Vardy and Barnes. I actually didn't see who the third one was. But on paper, that doesn't look like that should get relegated.
No.
Should it? You got Tielemans, who at one point all the top 4 wanted, and Didi was the same. Madison is wanted by everyone. Vardy's not the same player, but it's still Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
And Harvey Barnes. So
Yeah, definitely.
Liverpool, you've got Alisson in goal, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, Robbo, which it seems to be the same lot each time now. Henderson, Fab and Curtis Jones, and then Salah, Gakpo and Luis Diaz.
Okay.
Which is... I don't know why... if someone in the chat can say this, Darwin Núñez isn't even on the bench, so unless one of you boys know.
No.
No.
I'm not.
So, and Arthur's back on the bench.
Is he
Yeah.
the best signing in football history?
Evans is playing for Leicester.
That's massive for them. Honestly, if they kept him throughout the season, I don't think they would probably get relegated. I think their defence has been that bad. They made a massive mistake in getting rid of their captain in Kasper Schmeichel. Didn't replace him. They just brought in their number 2, who was our number 2, and at the time wasn't really much. I mean, even if you haven't watched Leicester or Danny Ward personally, even if you watched the England-Wales game, the howler we had in that, thank you, you can't survive with a poor keeper. At like that level, if you've got people like Salah.
You haven't really replaced your keeper full stop, have you?
No, it's very minor. Like, and the back line, with Johnny Evans out, it looks... There's no leader back there. And they keep chopping and changing the fullbacks. They haven't really decided. I think the front line's all right and the midfield's...
Because Evans, did he go straight from United to here?
No, was it West Brom? Well, not West Brom.
Yeah, it might be
West Brom, I think he went to. He had a couple of
Good shout from you.
Yeah,
He's
well,
done well
memorable.
to say he's captain Leicester, isn't he?
It's when the chat say that
Yeah,
he wasn't at West Brom.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to answer your question. Lee and Danlock in the chat saying Darwin has a toe injury,
Okay.
which is
Okay. If you want to see more Dan Locke as well, you can check out Bourne. There's a video that's just been published about an hour ago on the greatest darts underdog of all
Dan and
time.
Matt on porn.
Bourne.
Speaking of the greatest underdogs, we're going into this game as underdogs because we don't actually have a great record here.
No.
And we're normally bad. I'm quietly confident, but I'll let you do your little...
So, score predictions.
There we go.
Chelsea?
I'm going to say 4-0 Liverpool.
Sorry?
I'm going to say... What did you say, 4-0?
Yeah.
I was going to say 4-1.
Okay, I'm going 2-0.
To Liverpool?
Yeah.
Cool. So anyone who's not watching just kicked off, just look down here.
Would any of these take a point?
No.
No, neither
The point
team.
does nothing for either.
No.
No,
Not
I
even
don't-
for Leicester?
Oh, well, no,
Not Leicester.
Maybe they take a point, but that you wouldn't go into it taking a point. It's not the end of. It's
Nice.
quite. Oh, well done.
Leicester.
Go on!
We're gonna kill them though. I'm telling you.
Oh, it's good tackle. to
I think after if they come away with a
be fair.
point,
You did well there.
I think if they come away with a point, they'll be quite happy because you go into a game against Liverpool. We're in great form.
But how? This is what I was saying.
bottom.
Though. I totally agree with you, but they've got to play Newcastle away next.
Well,
And
you've
then
got to take
West
each game
Ham.
as like we're their hardest game. You could say home against us, you might feel stronger than away at Newcastle, but we're a better side than Newcastle. No matter what the league says, we are a better side than Newcastle.
So you're saying last 10 to go, 15 to go, Leicester are going to park the bus? Or they're still going to
No,
go?
I think they'll keep going for the win, no matter what stage of the game
Well,
they're
I think
at.
it's
leave
silly,
themselves
though.
open.
But if they come away with a point, they'll be like, all right,
Okay.
it's against Liverpool. All right, they're milking it now.
Yeah. What they can't do is become be out of it too quickly. A point then takes them up to 18th. So a point suits them, I think, better than it would for us. For us, it's game over then.
Yeah.
You can't. We have to be perfect now
we
to
have-
the end of the
we have to win
season.
all three.
We have to, win every game.
Who's Man United got last game of the season?
I think I just said. Was it Fulham? I don't know the order of it. Let me just check. I know they've got Bournemouth, and I know they've got
Was it Chelsea?
Chelsea. But Chelsea is Fulham at home. Yeah, they got away game is this weekend against Bournemouth. Oh, that's a ball.
That was a hell of a ball.
Apparently, there's an issue with the audio. Has what I've done just made it better or worse? So, yeah, that's fine. Apparently, it was just delayed by a couple seconds. I know why that is though, but didn't have enough time.
Yeah, they got Bournemouth
Like
away and then Chelsea.
Like
Fulham.
like a Chinese fight night.
I'm gonna fix it. You two watch the game.
Okay.
Cheers. I'll try and we'll go for a few of the things as well in the chat. Got Steve saying 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0 Liverpool, someone else. Ellie. That's Diablo. Can't lie, I'm nervous for the game today. Didn't we only win in our reverse fixture because of 2 own goals? That's true. There was a point, do you remember the Faye, the massive centre half? He was our top goal scorer that month because he scored 2 own goals.
Oh yeah.
So that was the last time, and we were bad in that game as well. But that was just after the World Cup.
No.
So
I fixed it.
you fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay, put it in the chat if.
Oh, they have. I'm a super genius.
Oh, okay.
It should have been done from the start.
Cheers.
Hi, made in Thailand.
No.
Have you got on to Dan's question?
No, we just go for. Oh,
Nice.
nice.
No. Who's running off him?
It's a foul. Doesn't matter the ball's going out of play. It's still a foul.
I think he looked for that.
Yeah, he did.
He knew he. What? Don't foul him. No.
Oh, don't foul him.
That was because of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
he
James
was trying to
Maddison.
claim that from the first one. Hi guys, I think 4-2 Liverpool win today.
Some goals then.
Honestly,
So
can't.
everyone's. So okay. So you both think Leicester are going to score then?
I don't see how that's not a free kick. Sorry,
Mate.
I know he's looking for that there. It's still a foul. He's still come across him, and he's fouled him. Two.
That's your second one now. Who scores first as well? That was the Dan question.
Oh,
For
hopefully us.
Well, more the player.
Mo Salah. Oh, it's a dangerous
Good
one to say when they
delivery.
got the ball whipped in. Maybe
Gone.
oh, it's offside.
Yeah. Okay, well, who scores
Hendo's
first?
barking loads.
Hendo and Verge. I'm not normally a fan of when we start games rattled.
Depends how it's being played out. Yeah, where's it coming? Like Salah again?
I think so.
Anyone else contributing?
Trent.
What, the goal? Or?
Maybe, yeah. He's done it before here. We'll do it again.
I'm going to go for an outsider and go Diaz.
Go on. Go on, Gakpo.
Nice. I say that's true, but he's playing in the front.
Oh! What? How was that not a foul?
See, Klopp. I thought that was a foul.
Oh my God,
That's a good tackle.
Well done, Fab.
Is he onside?
Go on, foul him in the box.
Is he onside?
Oh, he's off.
How was that not a foul?
That must have been a hell of a challenge then. Like, outstanding if he didn't get the ball.
Gonna show it. I've got to show it
Yeah,
again.
that's gonna. Yeah, they can't not show it. It looked like the most blatant foul you'll see.
I'm sure
They're
the
not gonna
tackle
show
from...
it.
Oh no, it's a great tackle.
Has he won the ball
Does it?
there?
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
I
Well,
didn't see him get the ball.
I mean, the ball moved, so it must have done.
Yeah, I thought it was a great challenge.
He's a good defender. Good defender.
Yeah, people saying, well, someone think Diablo Virgil will get the first goal tonight.
Oh, okay.
Which-
set piece header?
Well, to be fair, they're the worst team in the league at set pieces.
Okay.
So if
That's not
you
a bad
wanted
shout, then.
Canate or Van Dijk header,
Is that defensively or going forward?
both.
Or were they?
They're rubbish both ends of the box. You can actually win a game against them.
So
on
no,
set
so no
pieces.
Fox in the box then.
Nah, but they've got Johnny Evans back.
He's
Which-
good. He's actually good at set pieces.
Yeah, well, it's just having a guy who
He's.
has a ball.
Do you know what? He's come back in the side. And he's only been playing 6 minutes pretty much this half of the season. He's their best player.
No, he was the one who put the challenge in on as well.
Yeah.
He does make their squad look a lot stronger because they look weak at the back. Like putting a decent centre half in there, and it's not like he's an absolute world beater. It's Johnny Evans.
No, but it's just a mid-table.
Where's he?
Oh, lovely. Oh no.
And Diaz. He sort of just comes straight back into the side as well. He's just
Yeah.
taken over.
What did he do when he came into the team?
Yeah.
Came in like Roadrunner.
Says a lot about him or what Klopp makes of him.
Yeah.
Look at Trent. Still ain't got used to it. He's just standing wherever he wants.
Need to shut them up.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If Leicester and Southampton go down,
Well, Southampton are down.
but yeah, no, I mean like Southampton are obviously down, which is funny. If Leicester go down as well, that's two like huge established Premier League teams going down,
Well, Southampton been in the league now for 11 years.
and Leicester won one
Well,
8
yeah.
years ago, 7 years ago,
Silly.
which makes me feel old.
Yeah, it don't feel that long ago, does it? Nice.
Oh, good challenge,
Good.
Verge. Oh!
Go on,
Some
Trent.
big tackles going in there.
Ref's letting a lot go.
Yeah. Oh! Thought we were going to take Salah out then.
To be fair, it's not been a bad start from them. They've shown a bit of character, as Brendan would have said.
Bit of
Feels
character.
still in a job.
Oh yeah, I forgot Brendan's.
Yeah, they've got Dean Smith in there now, who's one of the only...
Whoa! You said his name and he showed up on screen.
Well,
It's
no.
like they're listening.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's
they
only
are.
one of 5 managers to keep a side out of relegation at this stage, like at 19th, like Leicester are now. That was with Villa when we... Did we win the league? It was either the year we won it or we came second.
That's most years normally.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
this
man.
year.
But yeah, that's probably why they brought him in as well. He's got experience at it.
You would do though.
Good squeeze, pressure going on there.
While we're
Well done, Verge.
while it's going on, what do you make of Man City pretty much winning the league now?
I don't mind as long as they don't win the Champions League.
Is that just, will you take the FA Cup? Because they're on for a treble still.
They can have the FA Cup, so on them to have Champions League.
Don't mind them doing a double. I'd actually, do you know what? Part of me wouldn't mind them doing the double. I don't want United to do a double.
No, I don't want United to win the FA Cup.
Because that would be
I
a
don't
double
want-
for them.
It'd be nice because you still got bragging rights in Arsenal as well.
The Arsenal are hilarious.
Was it
Have they-
Arsenal crumble? You've seen those?
The Arsenal crumble. But like, how do you drop?
That's a ball if he's on.
Oh, I think it might be.
Good goalkeeping.
Hold on.
Well done.
Just compose that. But yeah, at no stage did I doubt City, but there was a stage
Oh!
where it looked too far for them to catch up.
Was it 10, 11?
I think there was at one point there was a 14-point gap. I think there were 2 games in hand, so
Okay.
you could say that's an 8-point.
That's offside. It's got to be.
That's if City won all their games, which obviously they
Nice.
ended up doing. That's a 8-point lead.
Okay.
8-point lead should be enough to.
Yeah, but look, we've done it.
Yeah, but
plenty of teams
they've
have done it.
they've dropped. Was it? They've dropped
nice.
12 points in their last 7 games or something, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's it. And that's.
It's ever since the game at Anfield. Once they dropped a 2-0 lead at Anfield, they then drew 2-2 with a 2-0 lead against West Ham. They drew at home to relegated Southampton 3-0. That was like the West Ham and Southampton. I think are the big hitters really. I mean, you have throughout the season. I remember them going to Goodison and losing 1-0, and this is Sean Dyche's first game. But like you can always pick out points throughout the season. But that run in with West Ham being 2-0 up against us, West Ham 2-0 up, and then just Southampton at home. To just get 3 points isn't enough for a tie.
That's not champions. That's not
Title winners. Yeah.
They are. It might be one of the biggest bottle jobs in league history. I'm not just saying that.
Do you actually think it's a bottle job?
Yeah, how is it not
huge.
a bottle job?
Yeah, massively.
They've been top the whole season, apart from like the last.
Have they had any excuses though? Have they had like major injuries?
No, they're trying. No, maybe
For them, major.
Yeah, they
injury.
can say that, but everyone that's won a league title's had a major injury.
I know. No one's. Question is it?
Yeah,
Their main centre
Saliba
half
has
has been out for the last 7 weeks. It's ever since there's a losing run.
Yeah, but you can't rely on just one centre half.
Well, we did it with Van Dijk. I mean, I can
Yeah, we look
understand
bad,
that.
Van, but we lost 3 of our centre halves. So we don't crumble as a team without Van Dijk. Oh, ball. We crumble as a team without a right back.
Get across, Canate. Come on.
Well,
Yeah. What?
oh,
Alisson. Canate did well there as well, I think.
Was he onside then?
Down. I think so.
Because Van Dijk sort of had him, and then
That's
he
a
sort of just
nice
got away from
thing.
him. Yeah, was that Madison who played it? Harvey Barnes ranking up. Oh, he is on.
Yeah.
It's good movement from Vardy actually. Because he got from behind him, so you couldn't see him, and then he just poked in front.
Canate did well, showing him outside.
Yeah. Is he your number 2 with Van Dijk?
Yeah, it's got to be. At his age, height, strength, the way he's playing the game, he's only just got to get stronger.
I think it's a good one to rotate with Matty.
Matip brings a completely different.
Yeah, I think Matip's a bit more solid.
If they're
But
not
like
playing-
I think he's a better, not necessarily better player, but better physically player. Like if you look at all of their attributes, you'd say
Konate's more than out now.
Konate's like the better player, but Matip reads the game a bit better.
And if you
his
give him
decision making
space,
spot on.
He'll go for a little run down the middle, won't he?
He's
better
technically so much better.
He's better on the ball, which is funny to say because sometimes Matip looks like he doesn't know what he's about to do, but he always ends up doing what he wants. Go on, Gakpo. That's sometimes our issue there as well. Gakpo received it in the middle there because Trent's in midfield. No one was in the right back position to receive the ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
But
a debate we've had each game.
So look, now he's out there.
Do we get a new right back, or do we keep doing this sort of position that he's playing?
Still think we sign one, whether we play him or not.
I think the same.
We need to have
I've
one.
always said, well, you know what?
Yeah.
I always think his position is nice. To me, he's a midfielder.
Go on, Salah.
Oh, unlucky. Speaking of Man City from before, did you see the Gundogan goal?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't watch the game live. I got back because I was out, and Ty put on the highlights for it. I could see his sort of face watching me as it was going in. It's unbelievable.
Roy Keane said he did his hip watching it.
Yeah, you would do that. Like the technique, the touch was incredible, and then the flick just.
It's mad because he's not even like regarded as one of their better midfielders.
No.
He's now scored 2, 4, 5 goals in 3 games.
Something like that. It's like it's definitely 4 and 2.
And he missed a penalty as well. So that, I mean, obviously that could have been a goal, but like that could have been 6.
But he does this like every season. There was the one last year. He was unstoppable November, December. He got about 14 goals just in that small period.
He's captain as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is this year because Fernandinho's not there. I mean, they just run so like properly though. Like they do it. The minute like he'll start fizzling out because he gets a bit too old, like Kevin will then become like the main captain, and then they'll just have someone else lined up, around the same age, like probably Ruben Diaz actually. By the time it gets to that stage, it'll be in his like mid to late 20s.
on Diaz. Oh, not well done, Diaz.
I don't think he's had the greatest start at the minute.
No, I think Lee's just put in the chat, which is a good point. It's a weird game so far. Mm-hmm. Has been.
Well, I don't think anyone's really taken control of
That's
it.
your own player.
No one's taking control of the game, which by the 15-minute mark, someone normally has.
Yeah, but it's quite high intensity.
It's
Like,
a bit,
Oscar
they're at
passed
home
that.
as well.
you just got to soak it up sometimes, you know.
Yeah, it's just been going on. This period of play's been going on for a while, where no one's grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Go on, Trent.
Oh, what do you
whoa!
think?
Gone.
Oh, that's a good
I think he
tackle.
might be off.
No, I think he was onside.
No?
Yeah.
Come on.
They don't want to clear their lines, do they?
Well done, Trent.
Corner. Well done.
It's just silly mistakes from them at the back, though. They've done that a few times, just kicked out a play
This
or
ball
kicked it
from
to us.
Trent is ridiculous.
Oh, he's definitely on.
Yeah,
he's
right
on.
back's playing his own line.
Tell you what, he's done well there.
It's
Good
unlucky he
defending.
didn't sit for him.
Actually, it wasn't even the right back. It was the centre mid in the right back spot. Yeah, you just couldn't get control. It's good defending, actually.
Yeah.
It's very good fun. To go back again for someone in the chat to the relegation thing, it's kind of surreal that both Leicester and Everton are both so near the drop. Premier League's brutal. That's what I mean. The bottom of the table is class. You could have, good ball in.
Go on. Oh,
Could have
set pieces.
Southampton, Everton, and Leicester go down.
Oh,
Well, how is
That
it
was
that
one-
way?
same thing. The one thing I do like about those sides being either relegated or in the relegation zone, it shows, just quickly, is this a foul? Or are they both doing it? Oh, it's a
Oh, no.
No, it's a foul. He's holding him.
It's fair, yeah.
It does show that money doesn't guarantee success, which is a complete hypocrite saying because Man City won the league for the 5th time in 6 years now, but more for the rest of the league because Leicester, Everton, even maybe bar Southampton, but they would have had more money than the others. They just not run that well. Everton are probably the worst run club in the league, and yet you got teams like Brighton and Brentford and Fulham and Bournemouth.
No, I'd say probably Chelsea's up there with them.
Worst run. Oh yeah, now. To be
I think no. I think
Everton
Chel-
have a track record for the last few years though. They were spending 20, 30
Yeah.
mil on away
Yeah, I
bit.
agree.
This is on a one season basis.
Yeah.
We can all agree the best run club in the league is Brighton.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen such a sustainable system of remodel. Like
I think
Players-
Brentford would be up there.
I'd say Brentford give them a run for them.
Brentford
don't
are really. I think Brighton though for just pure successes
Yeah.
in like recycling, like scouting players. I think the way Brentford are run, I'd say Brighton more run as a team, Brentford as a club, which is a weird. I think if that makes sense, where I think Brentford's like the whole fan base, the way they go about, sort of the community aspect of it is really cool, really cool. But Brighton, when they get rid of a big player, there's no drop in form. If anything, they seem to get stronger. Every big player they've sold, they've seemed to have got better, which is the opposite of what
That's
Leicester have done over the
scouts, I
last.
suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But that's the opposite of what Leicester have done over the last 5 years. Leicester sell a big player, and they seem to get they get weaker. Sort of what Tottenham used
It
to
does
do.
catch up with you though. Like even for Brighton, one day if you can't keep
What a ping.
it's a good pass, Val. If you can't keep your best players at least for the other season sometimes, and you don't have a successful year, it does catch up. Like Southampton are proof of that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you
They
can't
lost
keep selling.
Mane, Van Dijk.
Even to us,
Yeah.
Lovren.
Oh yeah, no, I
Lovren,
agree.
Walcott,
And that,
Bale,
yeah,
Rambo.
and that's on them now to try and keep their big players like McAllister and.
Or if you
Emily.
you get to the worst case where you don't sign anyone good, or you don't have anyone in the youth that's good enough.
That can come down to what Tottenham used to do all the time, and they still are guilty of it.
Yeah.
They will sell players and bank it. You know what I mean? Their books are like cash
looks good on
rich. They're a
paper,
good business.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a business.
That's how they've got that new stadium. Arguably best in the country.
But do you know? It's like Arsenal. Apart from this year, they've always been happy of getting top 4 because of the revenue. They've never really pushed to win the actual Champions League. I don't think seriously they've ever pushed for it. But
Never
they're
really had
very
a chance
content
to,
on
yeah.
actually sitting there and doing top 4 because they know they've got Champions League football, the revenue that they're bringing in during the league. They know they've got Champions League coming in as well. You know, look at Tottenham. I think 2 weeks ago first club to play back-to-back, I think it was. They had the Women's League on the morning, like early afternoon, 12 o'clock kick-off, whatever. Yeah. And then at 3 o'clock they had
I think Harry Kane scored in that game as well.
So,
yeah,
they are running. You've got to remember, it's still a business, but...
Yeah. But you got to find that line. Yeah. I think the issue they have, and it's the same issue Man United have had, where their footballing guy is also being the same business guy. They're doing double duty. He should be doing business. He should not be controlling the football aspect, because as great as a businessman you are, you don't know football, or not to the level that professionals would. You need to have someone in who's running it,
you almost have to just trust on both anyway. Like, could you imagine any other like major business other than like this? They're trying to do the role of like a CEO of a company, but even then they have however many managers often running financial departments, running different departments.
Politicians.
Yeah, it's like there's no major successful business where one guy is overseeing everything. Wow. It just doesn't happen. Or like controlling everything, micromanaging everything. Yeah.
It takes a really good manager to hide that, and I think you could argue that's what Klopp is doing a bit for FSG, because we haven't really spent this year, and even if we got top 4 or throughout the last few years, he's hiding the fact that there's no real money coming in. When you look at the likes of Chelsea and Man City, we haven't competed. Yes, we've spent like 90 on like Darwin Núñez, but a lot of the time we've had to sell like Coutinho for big money and other players, and Suarez and all sorts. Mane as well.
Is he coming back?
I don't think so.
I mean, you really want it every
I love Mane.
Yeah, but doesn't mean like if we were that big of a club, we wouldn't have had to sell Mane. When did Man City sell their Mane? Not if they're like desperate, or if they're having to clean the books out. Which
to be fair, no, they do, but they have enough players that come in. They sell Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling. They do get rid of them, but they buy someone else.
Yeah, but they had Haaland coming in. They're not fitting their structure. That's why they're savvy enough. Their scouts, their management, the coach. Sterling had to go.
Yeah. Especially for the money that was being offered.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean, but Sterling is not the same value to Man City as Sadio was to us.
Yeah.
The value of them is completely different.
That.
Yeah, even though we had slight replacements like Diaz and stuff, or even...
Which I thought, when it initially happened, I thought, wow, this is good business.
Yeah.
But didn't realise he was going to be out for, 6 months?
Yeah, that's been a big killer. The replacement for him...
Good ball!
Has pretty much not played most of the season. And we've had to have the new guy come in. Yeah. Which isn't his fault on his own, but he's been chucked in the deep end.
And Jones has had to play, Elliott's had to play, which is not a bad thing, so they're getting game time, but they're not starters, are they? I mean, they are now. They can start now, but at that point of time, they should have been fringe players. They should have been players that have been like, we're 2-0 up. Right, Elliott, go and get 30 minutes, Jones, go and get another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be, for me, they shouldn't be starting.
Oh, what a touch.
No, and I think that's been part of the issue with it all. But even like with top managers, even like Sir Alex, the second he went, United went to the park.
Yeah, but he hung fucking Moyles out, didn't he?
Well, I mean, he hung him out to dry, but it just showed the cracks of how much he was actually controlling the whole football aspect of it. Yeah. Once they hadn't... David Moyes can't come in and just take over Man United. No. He doesn't know what he's doing. Not in a bad way, but you're chucking at a different level. Even the ones that came in after, even Mourinho, who probably would have had the power to, it's just so different when you've got like
put him under.
The money guys running it.
Yeah, but with the United thing, anyone that came in, unless you're going to run the ship the exact same way, you can even run it better, but you're not going to get that response from everyone because the club's been identical for so long.
He'd be able to do that from there?
I'm just going to put McLovin on a timeout in the chat. Sorry. He's talking absolute nonsense.
What's going on?
Don't know, but I've put McLovin on a timeout.
Okay.
What happened?
I was just writing absolute nonsense in the chat. Just put RIP Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx is alive. If he's not, I'm sorry.
He's alive.
Yeah.
Anyway. Is Kieran on timeouts today?
Oh, Kieran's, I like that. So after my little conversation last week, was it, mate?
Yeah.
I said to the boys last week, some of the conversation last week was a little, for me, it was all handbags and bit
want the chat to be more questions
it's about
and football.
You know what I mean? I don't mind having a bit of a banter
We're
and
not,
having a bit of a
like,
chat, but we can all have a laugh.
Well, it's like there's football and
it.
there's like you can chat about anything, but
yeah, but when it dominates over football, you need to fuck off.
Someone asked, what type of Ribena are you drinking tonight?
Oh, it's always 19. I love the old 19 crimes.
Oh, go on.
Go on,
Shoot.
Trent. Oh,
What are you doing?
19 crimes tonight.
It's foul.
That delay.
It will be for that screen. It won't be in general. I mean, there is a slight delay, so between just a little bit of a delay.
Everyone's
between what
thanking
they see.
Kieran, saying Kieran's on the stop clock.
Yeah. He's got a point. Why
Clock stop.
Well, it might be.
Yeah, I haven't been. Was he just been a knob?
Oh yeah, I can't remember what he was saying.
I haven't really seen too much.
There were just a couple nonsense ones. I mean,
Can
yeah.
you turn that sort of that way a little bit, so, and
Make
get
it
that out of the way a little bit.
I just want him to hear me.
Trent should have had a shot there. I can't work out. At least put it in the chat as well. Trent just shoot. Doesn't make any sense.
That makes no difference.
I think there was a question as well before by
Pork belly, mate. Probably love it as well.
it wasn't a question, it was Diablo and Highlanders talking about Diaz. Then there's been a couple of comments saying people saying he's not on the same wavelength as
Say
everyone.
that again.
Diaz saying this game especially hasn't looked on the same wavelength as the rest of the team.
No.
Them saying that probably get the best of him next year. But to be fair, there's 2 games left of this season. I think the main thing we've got to do,
Do the job.
just do the job. Like whether, I know it sounds stupid, whether they're on the same wavelength or not. I almost don't care how we play as long as we get the
It's a
results.
bit sad. It's about results, not performance. now.
Yeah, like I couldn't care less if we have 10% of the ball, we get a 1-0 win every week. As long as if we get that top 4.
My only thing for it, sort of like backing Diaz up on this is he puts himself about. Like he is a pain in the ass. Look, he's. I just think from what he brings. I mean, what he brings to the game, I like what he does. But he is a bit of a headless chook tonight.
Yeah, it's half hour in. Never know how these sort of games are going to go.
Yeah.
Apparently, the strong rumour is we're going to get that CDM from Sporting.
Well, agave? I think that's a plant.
Yeah, and I did.
Plant or plant?
I only saw that because
Plant.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Plant.
plant.
What
did you say? Plant.
Plant.
It's a plant.
Okay.
I had this discussion with Thingy, because obviously being a northerner, about grass and grass.
Oh, you should say grass, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
She say book.
Book.
A book.
If you want to see more
Who
of
says
Book,
book?
you want to check out the Love Island video if you want to see Book.
Book. Yeah, book. Cook.
Mate, sound really posh at the minute.
Mum and Dad say. That's what my mum and Dad say.
Bloody crook. That was a Scouse joke for anyone that doesn't like Scousers, but we all like Scousers.
Yeah.
Speaking of Scousers,
You have to.
well, I know. You're a
Fucking hell.
Scouser.
Yeah, but so are your their grandparents.
Yeah. No, that's one thing. Know how the Scouse accent has a real mixed reception. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people I really like the Scouse accent. Is he onside? No, I think he might be on.
He's got to be offside.
I think he's on. I think the fullback was keeping him on.
Go on, punish him.
It doesn't matter.
Rubbish.
Yeah, he was on. Liner didn't flag.
Okay.
That was rubbish.
Yeah, it was.
He needs to do so much better than that.
Someone put in the chat how to pronounce that goal. Is it Ugarte? Ugarte?
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, no, I'm asking, does anyone know how to pronounce it?
Well, they're not
They
gonna
can't
be able to
voice
tell you,
record
are
it.
they?
You not how to send a message to pronunciation? Should we put dashes in between it, like
Oh, okay.
Ugar?
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Because I'm live streaming.
Because I'm live streaming.
So Chops is seeing a bird from up north. Yeah, she's originally, she's from Blackpool.
Bloody hell, Dad! Been on a couple of days with her, didn't
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, he thinks she's all right. She's got her own teeth.
Yeah,
so you got the others watching.
yeah, got the other 5
Oh,
girls. on there.
mate, well, you shouldn't be shitting on your own doorstep.
I wasn't. You've taken a big fat one on it. You've left your trail there.
So anyway, she's her family moved up to Newcastle.
Will you give her some if we beat
Hey!
No,
If we beat him for top 4.
All right, as we were on the topic.
Does she care for it?
No, she's dad's as a United fan. He's not
Right,
apparently.
Leeds United, please.
No, man.
Oh,
but apparently he's not a big football fan. I think I think he likes his rugby.
Yeah, cool. That's
Not to continue talking about it, but is the story just saying that for that semi-final to get into the cup final, obviously, he said it was too couldn't watch penalty shootout, so he was really nervous with it. So he said he must like it a bit, yeah.
Oh!
Go on, Jones.
Foul him.
Oh, we'll have that.
Can we have the free kick?
Keep playing.
Oh, lucky.
And you just see Fab shooting from 30.
Yeah. It's either going top corner or rose head. And he apparently said, well, we've got through, we're playing City, I'm not going to bother watching the final. So United fans just not confident going into that game. It's a cup final, you've got to...
I hope United get fucking spanked.
I would love to see him get absolutely back. It'd be done by the first half. As much as you never want that in a game you're watching, but...
Yeah, I don't care because I just want United to get thumped.
What's going to be hard though, and I don't want Man United to win, certainly, but we'll talk about it. If Man City gets to the Champions League final, they would have already got to the double.
Then again, if Man
City do beat them and they win their semi-final, they're going to the final now with a double, but they're going into it knowing this is a treble against one of the Milan sides.
If you need motivation for a Champions League final, I think...
No, but you got history books
you still got to have that.
That's
thing. It's like, do you see that thing about what Trent... I don't know how much is in it, but they were saying that Trent commented saying, when we played against Tottenham in the Champions League, we knew that we were going to beat them.
Yeah, I seen that.
I thought, fuck.
The Bulls...
It's all right saying that now, you've won, but...
Yeah. So even saying in public,
sometimes you do though. When you go into a football game and
you've already beaten them up.
Yeah, you're not complacent, but you're very aware that if I show up, I'm winning this game. It's like sometimes if I ever play up top or as a winger, I look at it and I go, yeah. If I show up, it's not even up to him.
Do you think that's like having a game of chess and playing against someone that hasn't got the queen? You feel as though you've got that.
Yeah, you just got to it's mine to mess up. It's
for those who don't understand chess, queen goes every direction.
Any direction, isn't it?
Yeah, every direction. That's what I said.
6 feet under normally.
And as many spaces as they want.
That was a queen joke.
Go on. Go right, don't shoot.
Oh,
back close. Good ball.
Come on,
Jones.
And you called it, Chelsea.
Curtis Jones, the same goal he scored the other week.
Yes.
1-0.
Nice
Zach,
goal.
thank you.
Same as the Spurs one, that. Same finish.
See, that's the awareness I have. I'm calling back post as it is. He heard me.
Curtis Jones got the goal.
Yes.
Not being funny. Curtis Jones got the back post.
He didn't get full connection on, did he?
No, look at this run from Jones. Just watch him. It's superb. Is he
onside?
Yeah, he's onside. He's keeping him on the other end.
The other fullback's constantly sleeping for him.
Oh, he should have dealt with that.
Watch Curtis Jones.
I'm so glad he didn't shoot it.
Is that Hendo?
Look at that run.
It's a great ball.
Finish
Oh,
is
no,
great.
Good finish.
Yes, half volley.
He's getting good at that, Curtis.
Oh, yeah. Hendo, well done, mate.
It's a great ball.
Jones, lovely ball.
Does he stab at it?
Yeah, he just makes sure he keeps it on target.
Do you
keeps it
step
down.
over the ball and stab down?
Just
he's
side
aside just...
Yeah, great.
Oh, he's got to be on.
Hey, no. Yeah.
He's on. Fucking hell, he's...
It's got to be
Shut up.
onside.
The fucking left back's about fucking 5 yards past him.
Got to be onside.
They're checking VAR for anyone who's actually not
Should
watching the
better hear
game. Yeah.
No, it's miles onside.
Shut up, you tart.
Honestly.
He's...
Yeah, no, we're good. We will be good. It's a great ball from Salah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball.
Yeah.
And finish as well.
Yeah.
Not as he made it look easier
know-
than what it was.
Yeah.
They're checking everything now. They just want to watch a goal back.
Good for him though.
Can't be disallowed. Yeah, well done. Take it again. Boom, bam, bam.
I was saying this to Kieran the other day, or myself on the live stream. I was really slagging Curtis off, saying he's not good enough for the level. But the issue with him, he's really good when he gets a run of games under him. He's one of those that can't be in and out. He has to get...
Jones.
Yeah, he has to play.
Yeah.
He has to feel either special and be part of it. He can't be a fringe player.
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
Some are like that. Some can actually go...
How old is he?
I won't... 20... Young 20s. 22,
Perfect. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Great Great reference from Lee in the chat. Sorry, he goes, "Shut up, you tart. I see Ty watches his Only Fools and Horses." You know it makes sense.
Yeah. What's this? Gabbo. Everybody, my sister bought me a bottle of Cameron South 2020. I just opened it for the... Yes, my boy.
You can say those things out loud. You always whisper.
Oh, do I? Yeah. Yeah, Diablo. Nice bottle as well. 2020. Love that.
Good vision, that as well. 2020.
Diablo. Oh, Lee, come on, mate. I think it's offside. Nah, come on, man. No, you want to borrow these? Have a look at those, man.
I don't like someone saying job done, 3 points in the bag though.
No, it's never done.
That's not definitely not.
Go on, one more left.
He's off.
Oh! Is he on? No way! Oh my god!
Curtis Jones!
Mate.
What a turn.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we're just talking about him being in form.
I'm just going to have a little look
Oh
at
my
this.
god.
I thought he was off when it came
Fuck
to
me,
him.
hit that.
Mate.
Curtis Jones has got man of the match already. That's your job done.
Mate.
Fucking
He's
hell.
on.
What a
Is he
take-
onside?
Yeah, hell.
Is he definitely onside?
Whoever played it though, he brought that down with ease.
So is that?
No,
So he's
it's good.
offside.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought he
maybe,
was.
wait, no. Maybe the back of thingy's
I
heel.
don't know.
Oh no! No, I think he's offside. I think he's going to be
off.
offside.
I would say that.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I'm just-
we should say in the shoulder.
It's going to be tight.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I think
would
that's
I'll give him a
offside.
5, mate. I knew it was going to be fucking tight.
I think that's
I
offside.
would say offside.
Yeah, he's
he on?
offside. No, he's
He's off
off.
his foot.
He's off. Oh, unlucky.
Watch this take though. Well, can we see the goal at least? It's world class. What are they checking?
When he kicks the ball. Oh, maybe not.
No, he's off.
The thing is that he fizzes this at him, so it depends when it happens.
Offside.
Apparently there's a mank in the VAR tonight.
I thought there was. Oh,
They're saying
Look, it's when he actually plays the ball
There.
they're trying to work out.
because he like literally, he might.
Look at
Yeah.
he's offside.
Did you see the back of his heel though, round him?
Can we get closer?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, there is a foot.
I think he's off. Oh,
Oh my god! Oh mate, it was the back of his heel. Unbelievable!
go on, get free. Go on. Here we go. Go on, 3-0.
Finish him!
Score!
Oh, what a save!
Oh, we should have scored there, mate.
That was the easiest one.
Yeah. Mate,
Not even funny. We
they
need to
couldn't
watch that
afford
again.
to pieces
Curtis
that
Jones
quickly.
just stuck that in the top corner.
Jones, what a goal, son.
Curtis Jones is Dennis Bergkamp.
Wait, how did they just take kickoff and we
I
almost
don't
score?
know. I was still thinking about the goal. I was changing it over. I genuinely thought it was offside, so I took away the goal on our screen. Down here.
Mate. Right, I want
Wow.
to see the goal again because that was outstanding. And I actually want to see how tight that was and what they're claiming because they didn't show it. Normally
No,
they
they
show
normally did the line. They said like,
because their original line they showed him offside, but that wasn't the point when the ball was played. They
and they went straight from that to like
goal,
centre,
and then
back,
we just
on.
imagine we would have got the third as well straight after. Still
Fuck,
trying to
mate,
figure out the
highlights
second.
Could have been 3 minutes. You wouldn't have to chop anything.
No, it'd just be going one look. Mate, that was the best chance though,
Yeah.
because we had so many options as well. They better be careful though, Leicester. What they can't
Goals.
do is the goal difference as well. If it gets
Well,
silly,
that's their saving grace at the moment. They're a bit better than everyone around them.
that's
Oh,
what.
McLovin's back in.
Yeah, no, he's behaving.
Gone. Yeah, and also they look to go on the table. Granted, a game more, but we're only 1 point behind them now. So one of them slips up, we're gonna be chasing.
We're gonna get finished top of the league by my rankings.
That's been a good run since
Here we go.
early April. Take,
Touch. Boom.
mate.
Finish.
Oh, keeper was fucking.
I mean, you're
right.
slow, weren't
Keeper
you?
had divers boots on, didn't he? Fucking hell. What?
He could have done better than that, to be fair, couldn't he?
Could have got his head
He
on
was
that.
really slow.
In fairness, though, like that was
He
slowed
did
down.
hit it.
He wellied
Yeah,
that.
he did hit it.
Because in real time,
Yeah.
I mean, that
You
makes
remember,
it
you
look
remember
rubbish.
when like his keeper will be disappointed, but he has got right behind that.
Oh.
Well, Trent, get your foot through.
Touch.
Starting to play a bit better now as well.
Yeah, we should do. I mean, the game's completely open. They
have to
attack.
Yeah. Well, this is debate though. Do you go for it, or what Everton did though in the City game? They went 2-0 down the first half, and they made changes and went, we don't concede anymore because they're not beating City then.
No.
And they can't make their goal difference worse because it's only now one better than Leeds. It was 3 or 4 better going into that game.
Okay.
So now it's one. So
a limit.
Because if
damage
you,
limitation.
yeah, you got to. I mean, mate, it's still early enough, maybe, but what they can't do is make it silly. Because if someone gets a win as well,
when it comes to goal difference, you'd be gutted.
yeah. Granted, they do have the best by like 10, so it would take a bit. But if we did give them a drumming,
It happens. We're gonna have a
and
lot.
we've been very good at that this year.
That's a hell of a ping.
We're gonna have a lot of people cheering us on tonight near the bottom of the table.
Yeah, probably have more supporters than
Everton will
others.
want us. Everyone at the bottom of the half table. Everyone will want us to win, apart from United, Newcastle.
This is from
and
the
Brighton,
third
really.
one. There you go.
What's going
Good
on
tackle
here?
from Fab. That
What's going on with
rubbish shot from Gakpo.
Should do better there.
To be fair, Jones put it straight at him and it went in.
No, I've been happy with this first. I thought the first bit was quite slow, but now it's since the first goal. Really, it's always the case. Sort of taking a bit of control of it now.
McLovin, I understand that joke, mate. So my dad went. Yeah, I understand that. My dad watched football. He went to get milk and didn't come back. Yeah.
Oh,
So
what's that? Are
it's
you
just-
sorting out the chat?
Yeah, it's just a joke.
A Christmas joke.
No, it's
banter.
it is that. It's just banter. So
That's what you were saying about the connection on the left side.
Yeah.
Mane and Robbo had it down. Diaz is still.
Yeah, it's still
Diaz
working.
sort of does his own thing,
Yeah, but then again, you could have said Mane did his own thing for like a season or so.
but him and Robbo had like they
Yeah.
knew if it was going in or out.
shaking it all about.
Yeah.
so Lishlove saying, I reckon if we beat them, I think Everton stay out.
It's a big
Well,
call.
let's put 5 more strikers on, no one at the back and concede.
So yeah, but it's a bit like
Ball.
Oh,
Why can't we have done this earlier on in the season?
because we had players
then we'd have won the
injuries,
league.
We had everything. I mean,
well done,
Even
Fab.
Fab playing half decent
we
football
didn't
now.
have Diaz. You know, I mean, is it Elliot?
Go on,
actually
Diaz.
On the
Bench. Go on!
is it a hat trick? Oh, Salah.
Offside as well.
Is Elliot on the bench?
I think so. Yeah. I think just it seems to be a better. What's the words? Chemistry with Curtis on because Harvey has to play on the right because he's a left footer, and with Trent playing this new role, they
I'm
sort of
for
take.
the- I
I'm
will
right
eat
for
it.
the minute. Thanks. They take up the same
Bet
spot.
you're glad you made those.
I
right,
probably
so-
will actually take it. We just
Right,
had.
I'm gonna aim.
We had Okay. We had Pork earlier. Trent and Harvey take up the same spot now with this new system, whereas Henderson was meant to cover Trent when he goes, and Curtis does the role what Harvey would do, the other side. So I think that's why it just works out better.
Okay.
So it's not like Curtis over Harvey. I think it's just
Different roles.
it's better for the team.
Yeah.
It gets Trent more in that central position.
I mean, Jones does love to have time on the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He likes to run with it, and
He's good on the ball as well.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he
he's
obviously knows how to finish as well.
Well, yeah, that's 3-2 now for him. 3-2? No, because we played Brentford in between, haven't we?
3 and 3.
Yeah, I always forget that.
Turn from
Great
Gakpo to foul.
I'll have that.
Nice.
Oh, no, he's not going to let that go.
Sumar. Yeah, no.
Right, 2-0 down in half time. That'd be. But Madison can't wait to fuck off.
Do you think a lot of their players go?
I don't think a lot of them get big. I think they will, though. I think.
Forgetting like the back line, we'll say like the midfield and forward. So you got like Tillemans. He don't play championship football.
No, I think I can't see him moving in the Prem though. Really.
Oh, you think it'll just be a foreign move?
Yeah.
And Didi?
Probably
He was
go.
the best CDM at one point.
Good touch.
Van Dijk, Salah.
Yeah, I think.
He sort of dropped off though.
Oh,
Go on,
it's gone
Hendo.
for pace. Endo?
Go on,
Endo's
Jordan.
still got it. No, he's done it. Endo's nutmegged him. Well in, lad.
Endo thought I was going to beat him with my pace.
Mate, throw back the years. No, that's rubbish.
Oh, Robbo.
Time.
Come on.
Yeah, and you got Harvey Barnes as well.
Yeah, I think
He's too good for the championship, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's one of those. Look, you say they're too good for the championship, and they are. But
where else do you go?
yeah,
And if you're getting the Bucks, if
Yeah.
they're still going to get the pay,
yeah, like
you might say, like, well, we're good enough to go straight back up.
so one time where clubs almost force a move for your players, you're like, no, we want to get rid of you. Like we'll buy you out your contract.
Yeah.
Because they'd be on high wages and they wouldn't be making the same revenue.
But they've got money, though, haven't they?
Well, yeah, you've got money, but if you can't spend money
Ish.
out, it's not coming in.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable because if you don't then come straight back up.
The TV rights are massive.
Get up!
Yeah, like they don't have this game on TV championship.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of games, money they miss out.
Yeah.
That's why teams so panic at the bottom, and I understand it because the difference in money is huge.
That's why teams sack their managers with like 5 games to go.
Yeah, just anything. They don't care how. It's not even about.
Go on,
Go on.
cut it.
Go on. Here we go.
Oh,
Quality. I thought you could have had a pop then.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
They didn't mean that.
No,
did
I
they?
thought you shoot. Give it to him. Oh, Diaz, be better.
I think Diaz is.
He's been a bit poor tonight at the minute.
Jones, and apart even from the goals, I think Jones has been quite good. Took
he's
him
been
like
quite
5
good.
minutes to get into the game. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
it took
could
everyone
say
about
about
15 minutes.
Everyone.
I think he keeps it well, or has kept it well.
You know what the difference is, and it's been the big talking point all season. We're actually winning a lot of midfield battles in games we play now.
Yeah.
Like we've dominated this game.
Thing is, if you go off the end of the season, you say, "Oh, we don't need to sign anyone. We're just winning every game we
You can't.
play."
Oh, it's.
You can't fall
got
into
muscle
trap
down.
there. Can't fall in the trap with that one. But I do think having good form towards the end does help for the following season. Leicester won a league based on that.
It's historically always is, isn't it?
Yeah. But I thought that, and I thought it was the same. I had a thought about this. I thought we'll be on for a good season next year because of this run.
Yeah.
But, and I thought if you have a bad end to season, you normally do bad. Arsenal completely bottled last year, and now they're in a title race.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So you would have assumed if on that logic, they don't get top 4 again.
Old Diablo's coming in with a bit of Pink Floyd.
What's going on?
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? That's a massive Pink Floyd line.
It's not the
Chatting
only
the word
line
of
to
their
come
own,
with
aren't
Pink
they?
Floyd.
Diablo, I'll know that.
Go on, Headache.
Lee reckons, was saying that James is not my favourite player, but credit where it's due. He's been good this past month. Yeah, definitely, mate.
Yeah, I've liked Jones. Do you know what, I do like Jones. It's just he's not. It's one of those like because we're complaining about not having midfields and we're looking at bringing some in. He's not like a name. Like if he was someone else, we wouldn't sign him to fix our problem.
He's just a Jones, isn't he?
But do you know what I mean? Like you have.
But
If
that's why I asked before how old he is.
Oh, he's
You know
young.
what I mean?
isn't
So
he?
if like Ty said, he's the sort of player that you can't really put on the bench and bring on. He needs game time, and he's obviously showing that tonight. I mean, with all due respect, Leicester have been fucking shit for the last.
Was that the respect you were giving?
Well, no, they have been pretty shit
Real
for the last
respectful.
20 minutes, haven't they? They haven't.
I thought you were going to say for the last 20 games.
Yeah, probably. They're working hard, but they're not really
Doing anything.
producing much, are they?
Well, that's why they're 19th. Tell you what doesn't
Have
lie.
they had any chances yet?
No, they had the Vardy one near the start
Right
when
at
he
the
made the
start,
run.
but they haven't done anything in almost 50 minutes now.
No. Do you think
Good half.
That's the half.
Take that.
lose this? Do they still have a chance of staying up?
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah, I suppose.
Even with Newcastle away next?
That's a big one, mate, isn't it?
We need them to do us a favour in that one.
Yeah, not after seeing this shit.
But you would have said the same about Everton against Brighton.
Yeah,
They went
true.
there and won 5-1.
Yeah.
Who would have seen Everton? Like, really, Everton should be below both of them. So they should not be beating Brighton away and by that much.
Oh, God, Brighton had a fucking... That's the worst.
It went from one extreme
worst
to the other.
performance. So, well, that must be the worst performance all year.
He made 4 subs at the half. I think he was fuming with them.
Yeah, he did. That's
You would
right.
be, though.
Straight out right.
And then they go to the Emirates and absolutely play him off the park. Look like prime Barcelona.
Also, we're at that portion of the show when if you've got any questions, just put them in the chat.
We
Yeah.
can do a little catch up here now.
Yeah, so if you are watching half time or if you're not watching the game,
Sean Fogarty show back up there, that City supporter.
Oh, he's got the MCFC.
Yeah, he was the one where.
Why do you have a
hat?
hat indoors? Because maybe because of the bright lights. You don't see behind the scenes, mate.
it's fashion, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a sex symbol around these parts.
No, there leads straight back in. It's called fashion.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
What's that symbol? It's a stop sign, is it?
Cheers. Yeah, put your stuff in the chat now, either questions or just comments. If you're not and you are watching, subscribe, then please do, because it helps us.
We should get,
We'll get
let's
to.
get Sean involved. So, Sean, you must be a happy boy, mate, with your seeing the Gunners go completely tits up. So, it must be what?
I'm staring at him with an empty carton of squash. Like, get some more squash.
Well, no, I thought you were saying it's like there's no more.
Well, I was, and that's why I want some more. Thank you.
Fucking what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Well.
City must be happy with like what's going on with the way Arsenal have like folded.
Yeah. Well, if he puts something in, I wanted to get your thoughts on their game this Wednesday. Probably the biggest game of their season now. Thank you. At home, 1-1.
I hate to say it, I think they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close or?
Nah. I think. Oh yeah. I think it'll be like a 2-1, 3-1 City.
Good game or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
2-1, 3-1 City. 213 to 1. Haaland's had a great game.
I just think City are going to at home. I think they will be rocking. I think they'll be.
Well, rocking might be a strong word. There's no one really at that stadium.
They will be. They'll
show
be
up.
right up.
They'll hire enough.
The auto tune will be blasting.
Forget the crowds on pitch. They
Unplayable.
can score anywhere, mate. I think right here, right now, I think they're head and shoulders above the rest.
These are really nice.
I know, mate.
Well, let's have a go.
Yeah, I hope that. Oh, there you go. What we got here? I reckon 3-2 on Tuesday.
Tuesday, that'll be
Well, you think going to lose 3-2?
Wait, Tuesday's the Milan game, isn't it?
I thought so. Might have to
Oh, did
check.
you see what happened with the Milan, the ultras?
Yeah.
Yeah, what, right, do you know more about this?
Yeah, they got called over. I thought they were having a right go at them. What they were saying was like, you know, they sort of run it behind the scenes. Apparently, what they were saying is, look, we're backing you up.
Yeah. Well, they got a
We know
chance in
you've
semi-final.
Yeah, and we know, but they've got to back them up.
Yeah.
We can't start.
Wait, who was it? AC or Inter?
AC.
AC, yeah.
Yeah, the City game is on Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be tuning on Tuesday, mate. You play Wednesday.
Well, still tune in on Tuesday to watch the Milan game. These are really nice. Sorry, it's not a great watch, but these are really good.
I don't know. I made them myself.
Yeah, more about the Ultras.
Yeah, so basically, it looked like they were like getting really upset with. I mean, they're obviously upset, but it's like the Italian mafia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Telling them like, listen, we come here. You lost against, or you drew, didn't they?
Who? Inter.
But they lost in the during the league.
They lost the Champions League semi-final.
That's
2-0
right.
to
Yeah.
Inter.
And then they've lost.
They lost in
then
the
they lost
league.
to the league
To
as
a
well.
relegation
To someone
tie.
And they're
the
like
bottom
saying,
lot.
no, fucking, like, it's time to fucking pull your socks up and get on with it because, like, this is it.
They'll have the
Like-
game of their lives on Tuesday.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
For a lot of them, it would be the biggest game they might ever play in or have played in.
You know they'll end up getting done. Right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's one of those, though, where I always find that weird. Apparently, that's more in Italian culture to speak to the fans when you're in a bad run of form as a top club. Find it a
I
bit
like it.
Yeah, I find it a bit weird, though.
Do you think you could do that here, though, and it work?
No. I don't think it's... I think it's pretty stupid.
I don't.
No, I think it's stupid in that degree. I think that's something where you have like one of those like forums where you have like where you get the team together or the manager
Yeah.
goes and speaks to like the supporters club. That's what you do. You have, if you want to have them address it, just say, all right, the manager's going to come down. No, you have like
This has been going on for years, though, Chops.
Yeah, but know how you have like supporters clubs.
Yeah.
And the manager will go and speak openly, take questions from people, and just say, look, we don't think it's good enough. Why aren't we playing like this? And him explain himself. And even if you want, bring the captain down and the player down. I think after you've lost, and you're having a bunch of people that are rolled up and honestly know nothing about football, really.
Oh, no, they do.
No, just because you're Italian doesn't mean you know about football.
Oh, come on, Chops, you can't call that.
Yeah, all right.
How can you call that?
Right, yeah,
I can't call it saying they do.
Do you think the Millwall Ultras know ball that well?
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, but know ball as well as like the next person.
Of course they do. They go week in, week out.
But I mean, you know football.
Come on, Chops, you're not that naive, mate.
No, just because you go to not everyone that watches football understands
I understand that, and it's and it is. This is something they've been doing for years, and it's been part of their culture. So when, they're probably getting paid a lot of money behind the scenes, and probably, you don't want to fucking piss them off.
No, but this is my point. I don't think you gain anything out of talking to a bunch of angry fans emotionally after a game.
Let me say, when I was playing football and I had had my manager come over and said, Ronnie and team, you need to go and talk to the lads, the Shamrock guys, our sponsors.
Yeah.
So I say our sponsors were there, but the sponsors would be team, like the players that would be behind, like the Sheraton or whatever. And they all lined up and they went like, right, look, we're behind you, but fuck, play with a bit of this. And they're not telling them they're going to they're not threatening them. What they're saying to them is like, they're bringing it to not just behind it as a club level, they're bringing it to like a fan level. And they're saying, look, we come here week in, week out, we pay good money to come and see you, we want a bit of this to play.
Yeah.
Show us something back. Give us something back. It's like when Everton fucking were losing week in, week out, and they fucking barricaded the streets up.
Yeah.
Right? That was the fans wanting to talk to the players. That's not the right way of doing it.
No, I don't think after a game is the same, because I don't think my opinion in that is it not. I think it's good, the communication aspect. If you're in a bad run of form and the fans are unhappy, I think the best way to deal with it is talking to the fans as like a manager, as a club. Because otherwise you're just going to get that divide of like...
But you're going to get that anyway.
No,
they're going to have that connection and communication with the management, with the behind the guys who, the officials, everything. They're going to have all that. They see that week in, week out. When do you ever see that? When was the last time you ever, or have you ever seen that?
Well, not at the high level of football. I haven't seen it, but there's a reason why not. It's because it's not. Otherwise, every club would do it after every game.
No, because it's really important. Because they're in a Champions League semi-finals. They've pretty much fucked up.
No, it's not. I don't mean that. Like, that's not what you want. If you've had a stinging game and you said, all right, we're gonna go over and talk to our fans, and they just start hurling abuse at you. Granted, they may not have done it there.
They might have, but
but that's what I mean. What's that going to do for you as a team? You've then got the people supporting you. Well, you can go over if you want. Go over, apologise. Yeah. Say, look. You do give them the clap. Say we're sorry.
Give them the clap.
Give them the clap.
Yeah, want to say hello.
But you put your hands up and apologise for a poor performance. Do what you want. Come out. Obviously, you do your media interviews anyway, where you can apologise to the fans that way. If there's that much unrest, do the whole thing where you go and speak to the fans in a controlled setting.
I understand what you're saying, and you are right.
Yeah, and I normally am.
In my opinion, I think that speaks from the heart. It's telling them, right, listen, guys, fucking, you need. They're allowed to voice their opinion, and you're not talking. Okay, this is not going to happen every week. It's the first time you've probably seen it in your life.
Think so, at that level, yeah.
And you look at the South Americans and all that, and look at the Colombians. Fuck me, players are being fucking killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that they want to voice their opinion. I think they're allowed to voice their opinion. How it was done, I thought, was very professional in a way, because it wasn't angry. You could see the...
No, but that's because that was down to the fans.
Respect.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Not all... You may have 4 or 5, 6, whoever was stood there, they all seem to be bold for some reason. Go good football fans that may know football. My thing is that is, if you were to go Chelsea fans now, Chelsea, it's an absolute... but there'd be too many players to walk over. But you go over and start to talk to the fans. Half of them, like you know people that are Chelsea fans and go to the game. The whole of the people I know that go to football games couldn't tell... I know 10 times as much about football than them. And I don't know anything. Like, do you know what I mean? Not everyone understands football. You see some people who are like... Luckily...
growing up from day dot.
Yeah, no, but that's not because they know football.
Like all the way through.
Yeah, they love the club. There are people... I know people with big England tattoos that do the chants because... when we watched the...
so what are you saying?
I'm saying not everyone that's passionate about the club knows anything about football.
One thing I will say with it, I agree with you. I don't think they go in there and taking tactical advice or anything like that.
But that's what I mean. There's no point in the chat.
No, it is because if you go over there, especially those boys, they're like they control what the perception of the club is. The fans, they're the main ones, especially if you're going week in, week out to games. The last thing you need are the guys who are controlling that stand to be against you. So you just going out, not even talking, but just going over there and listen. Just listen to what they're saying and acknowledge
not the end of the game.
Yeah, but that's the only time you can do it because the ultras aren't coming to a meet and greet.
They would.
Do you understand that? What he's saying?
They're only there to listen and make it look like so they're not getting booed constantly.
Yeah, but that's not what you're...
Yeah,
no.
You might be playing on the pitch. Sorry, Chuck. You might be playing on the pitch, and you might think.
But I always put out 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, you do. But you might be thinking that they're all yelling at you, and it's aggressive and it's anti. What they're saying is they're voicing their frustration, but then what they're saying is, look, listen, we fucking love you. Just show, but you might not know that. That's why I think it was their manager said, go over and have a chat. I think he called it.
Yeah.
But there's a reason that's not a universal thing.
It's a culture thing.
I'm not saying it's a universal thing.
And there's a reason other clubs haven't adopted it.
But this is what I'm saying.
Because you're opening yourself up to people that aren't experts, that aren't like they're your families, and you have that in a controlled environment. You don't do that when they're angry after a loss. I'm choking on that pork belly. You go over and you start getting hurled abuse at. Say, for example, that's what could have happened.
Yeah.
It's not
if
what
it does, they probably walk away though.
Yeah. Then you look worse. Then you've gone over to talk to them, and you're like, oh, they're not even listening. Now they've gone on. I genuinely think if you go over, you're opening yourself up to. You have no control over the situation. Yeah, you're there to listen, but you've got how many people there? Say you've got 1,000 people away fans. You've got 1,000 people giving you their opinion.
No, they had a hardcore, probably 12.
All right, 12. 12 football fans don't all have the same opinion.
But they're not just fans, Chops.
Yeah, all right.
They're not just fans, mate.
It's bloody AC Supermen. But doesn't matter what
they're not fans.
And what also aren't they? What else aren't they? What also aren't they? No, they don't
run fucking that. They probably run in the club.
Well done. They have the little tifo banners and the flares.
I think you're.
My point is, in general, I'm saying I think it's a bit stupid. I wouldn't want that as a player to go over.
It's the same story with like Crouch when he joined Liverpool. Like he was getting hurled abuse, and Carragher. A lot of Carragher's mates and stuff were like the Cup guys. In the end, there was like 30 of them week in week out that stand in the Cup. And he said to him, no, cheer him because he'll turn good. He doesn't look like it, but we can day in, day out training.
Yeah, what's that got to do with what I've said? That's got nothing to... Yeah, I get your point.
Because it gets them on side.
That doesn't... Yeah, but you're not guaranteeing that gets them on side. I'm saying do it in a controlled environment.
Yeah,
I'm not saying don't talk to the fans.
Good intentions.
Yeah, but don't do it there. I'm not saying don't talk to the fans. I think you're ignoring the whole point.
I get that.
My point is going over at the end of a loss is not going to do anything for anyone. Like, you're not... You're just going to you're just leaving yourself up to wind up already annoyed fans anyway.
I think we'll agree to disagree, but I just think what you're saying, you are right in what you're saying, but I don't think you know enough to call it.
I'm not saying about Milan, I'm saying in general.
But that's why most teams do it,
in general, you're right, but what you're saying, I think you're missing the history of that club.
No, I'm saying it's got nothing to do with the history of the club. I'm saying in general, the idea of going over to football fans who famously, like football fans are most known for being ignorant, racist, homophobic. You go over with a gay player, and they just start giving you abuse. Like you've opened that up then, and then there's a divide.
There's a reason not everyone does that.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever going to happen. Because you're talking about the ultras.
Going over. Sorry, not to go that culture, but game started.
Second half start for
To
anyone.
go over with culture, going over to Italy. Italy's famously one of the most racist countries for football fans in
AC
general.
Milan and their fans in general. It's the same way we do certain stuff as Liverpool that the rest of English football doesn't do.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not talking about AC Milan. I'm talking about the idea in general. Bloody hell! Listen to what I'm saying.
We
I'm
are.
not. Yeah, no, him. No, you heard it. It's you.
Just a conversation.
Yeah, well, listen to my point, and then we'll build from what I've said. Otherwise, we'll be going around in circles till full time.
Fucking classic.
Anyway,
second half's kicked off. You keep going. I'm just letting the people know.
What I'm saying is, it's got nothing to do with AC Milan. If that's in their culture, by all means, keep doing it. They've obviously got a great set of bold lads that Madison's had a good chance. They've obviously got a good set of bold lads that know what they're talking about. The sporting directors that sit in the front row. But what I'm saying is, in general, you're opening yourself up to people who will be annoyed at the time anyway, because you've just lost a game you shouldn't lose. If you're doing that, they're already annoyed, because otherwise there's no reason to go talk to them.
Yeah.
So you've got annoyed fans who.
Are you talking about this in general? Or are you talking about the ultras?
In general.
Right. In general, you're right.
But that's what I mean. But all clubs have their ultras. We have the standard lot that sit at the cop end. United used to have those people that always just sat behind Fergie.
It's a different culture.
You are right, but when it comes
to
to certain teams who look, they probably put a lot of revenue in that club. They probably do there's a lot of behind the scenes. I don't think you, me, or Ty can actually call what's happening. You can voice your opinion on it, but I think when it comes down to that particular club, you've got to be able to see the respect that is actually. When do you ever see a fucking manager say, "Guys, you need to go over and talk to him now"?
Never.
Good. So I think you don't know enough. I don't know enough. Ty doesn't know enough about what happens behind with them running as fans. They're a lot higher than fans. They're a lot higher than fans. I mean, I don't know enough to call it, but I'm sure if I looked into it or anyone knows about it, I'm sure they run a lot or used to run the club, or they still run part of the club, because you don't see that anywhere. You don't see that in any level. So
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There's a reason. It just it's. I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying for you. You are right in what you're saying. It should never happen, because you're opening yourself up for this, that, and that. But what it comes down to is they must be so hierarchy to be able to fucking pull their players over, and they stand there like naughty schoolboys. Fuck me, they must have some minerals. And so it's just.
But that's what I mean. That's not what I'm talking about.
No. What I'm saying is you are right in what you're saying. Is it? But at the end of the day, without us looking into it and saying right. They're out of order for doing that, or they shouldn't be allowed to do that. We can't call that. We're just calling it on a perspective is like saying, if we fucking got someone from the COP or the Liverpool and they called them over, they'd probably go over. But like you said, you're opening yourself up for criticism or violence or whatever, or homophobic or any racial rants. So you are right in that. But I think when we're talking about them in particular, it's a one-off situation.
Yeah,
I agree. It's a weird thing. I'd find it weird if we did it as well. I just think it's a thing they do sometimes, and it might not even work for them, but it's just something in their culture that they do. So you can't really.
My point is, I can't see how that. What a ball!
Go on!
It's actually a good touch, but couldn't.
It's back
I
goal.
didn't realise he had 2-3 around him, did he?
Yeah.
It'd been best almost flicking it behind him and going to Diaz.
That is awful goalkeeping.
It's a
great ball from Trent again.
What else we got in here?
Well, I said we missed probably a bit of the chat there.
Well, we had some questions.
Someone laughing.
Someone says that Ronnie's halftime team talk.
Fuck it, I could be the old. Just bring him over. Sean said tickets for the Madrid second leg got messed up, so there will be a lot of non-Madrid fans and City fans at the game on Wednesday. I haven't seen that.
There's a lot of non-Man City fans at the game anyway.
Yeah. Tesco's finest pork pie is almost done. No, I've got another rack of them, mate, already done, so that's far from done. Least if Highlander said, at least if City win the treble, we'll stop the manure growing on.
Whoa!
Oh, go on. That's good defending. Hello, he's composed there. Oh, nice.
Going on.
Back post again, Jones. Oh.
I'm sorry, mate, we can't have them win the treble.
Who do you want it to win? Who do you want?
Anyone but City. I'd love City not just to.
I'd want
Are we
one
really
of the
on
Milan
Inter?
sides to win. I want Inter to win. Sorry.
I would be honest. I'd love Real Madrid to fucking spank him.
What? Man City?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same. But like, Cabal. Oh, Jones is
good.
getting his hat trick. I'm telling you.
Someone said that, I think.
They were saying if Trent scores, it'd be Scouse hat trick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh Sean, I was getting all shitty. Answer the question: how far? Sean, we all look like a fucking Google, mate. Answer the question: how far is Bournemouth from Liverpool? Have a look for yourself, mate. This is the episode of Question Time. Highlander.
Well, your thoughts on the City Real Madrid game?
What, the first leg or the second?
Second, how it will pan out.
All right, yeah.
I think
That's good
I think
insight.
City will win. I think they'll win 2-1, 3-1. I think.
In normal time?
Yeah.
Hammer time.
Yeah, they're at home. I think they can score everywhere on the pitch.
Both teams
but-
can, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's true.
I just want a good game, really.
You will get a good game.
You can't not. They're both too. Oh, it's
You'll definitely
offside.
get a good game.
It's offside.
No, he's on, I think.
No, he's
No, it's
playing
got
it.
Good
Oh,
save.
He's more than 10 points a season, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ellison, yeah.
That's
Well,
alright. That's the difference of teams staying up and
He was
Like,
offside.
Oh, he was offside.
Yeah. It's an awful call from the liner.
That would have gone VAR.
be better at going in then. Would have got a free
He's
kick.
fine.
Do you know what? Don't even tempt fate with these fuckers.
No. But it's funny that had that gone in, we'd have got a free kick. The fact that
Didn't.
we
They got a
saved it,
corner.
they got a
Oh.
corner out of it. Nice one. It's a proper hook of that. Touch.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh,
Go on,
yeah.
send him.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to foul
Yellow
him.
card.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Yellow
other.
card.
He could have sent that first time.
Yeah.
Because he was always
He
going
had
to
to
foul
do
him.
that was a good foul.
Yeah, he should have sent him because he was always going to foul him.
Could see the first touch wasn't going to be all that.
Jeez. Once he got he could have played it.
To be fair, you say that, you're sprinting at that full pace. Diaz hadn't gone yet. You go through that while sprinting. And you're... Oh, that's a good ball. Here we go. Jones is playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you change, going back to this, funny enough, as this game we're watching, anything you change or want to see different?
Salah to score here, cut inside on his left and bang it top corner. Went over.
Just guide it.
No. Right, well, I just them not be in the game still.
Yeah.
Just
I think a third will kill it.
yeah, we've got no our next game's Saturday. We don't need to rotate rapidly.
Well, we're not in any cup competitions.
That's what I mean. This stage of the season, normally we are having to rotate, but
It's mad to think this time last year we were going for a quadruple.
yeah, we still had 8 more games after the season here.
Yeah, we were doing what City were doing, but with the League Cup already secured.
Yeah, we were good though. Don't know what's happened now. To be fair, the form we were in, we'd win the league.
Go on, Diaz.
Well done. Well done.
Well there.
Mate, he was...
Oh, Diaz done really
He
well.
can't go... He'd be
Just a
asking
good
where
point.
were
Lee's
they?
just put in the chat, said Salah is 2 assists, which obviously great, but he's not been too much of a goal threat.
No.
It's all right. I think it's been coming from other places though.
Yeah.
Saved all his goals for being at home. It's our first away game in a while.
Yeah.
First away game since Brentford,
Is it?
I want to say. About a month ago.
Yes. No,
And
Brentford was our last game, wasn't
No. Yes, it was, but yeah.
it? Since last week.
Yeah, it's our first game since last week. It's always been our first game since our last game. Who was our last away game?
I can't
Leeds? That was at home? No,
remember. That was away.
that was away. That was
Good
Leeds.
tackle. Don't foul him though.
And then
Good
before
lads.
And then before that, that was the 4-1 loss against City.
That's pure strength, though.
Yeah.
On Canate. See, that's what he's good at.
It's good football.
It's a
What's
good-
your thoughts on Poch, pretty much been the new Chelsea manager, for the
It's
start
good.
next year.
That's a good call for both teams. Poch is going to be on holiday in a year and a half somewhere nice with all the money they're going to pay him. It's just, you know it, don't you? Is it like, ooh,
It's a
yellow. To be fair, he's let a lot go, the ref.
I think that's a yellow though.
Don't think he's given it. Oh, I don't think he's given the yellow. I think it should be. That's a yellow.
Yeah.
But since West Ham,
Yeah, so you think it's a good move for all parties?
yeah.
Could Poch get a better job than Chelsea at the minute?
I think it's a great move for Chelsea.
Where else could he
Yeah,
go?
I think any other club in the world will be a better job. I mean, it's like the worst job in the world you could get. But
Do you think it's a good fit? Like, he will do well for them.
Get
And
some more pork pies out.
jeez.
here you go. I think I don't know if it's a good fit or not, because what is Chelsea's? What are they as a club? No.
Well, that's might be the good thing with it. It could be a bad thing, but,
Yeah, but
they've got
he-
no identity, so he can mould it from scratch. Obviously, that
Yeah,
makes it a lot harder.
That's a good thing, and that's sort of what he's done in the past. Other than that, but his issue was, I think he's the perfect man for the job for Chelsea. But it depends, because you'd think, as a football fan, you'd think that they'd want to sort of, I love these, to mould their squad and give a manager time, and that's what Mr. America keeps coming out and saying. But they haven't done that. They've had 4 managers under him in 2 years.
Go on.
Back
Trent.
post. Oh, unlucky.
I think we're getting a third here.
But right here.
Well, tonight.
It's not going to be tomorrow, is it? These are really good. Honestly, I wish you lot could try these. They're so good. They are, aren't they?
Where's he going with it?
I don't know. Thought they're for me. Right.
Yeah. Well,
Sean in the chat said something about Poch. I've got a mouthful, so.
So Pochettino will struggle with Chelsea, in my opinion, because Chelsea don't have the players that suit his style.
How can you... Alright, I mean, possibly right, but I think what you're saying is there are 30 players there, 11 of them have got to suit it. You can't have 30 players
It might
there
not be the 11
and not be
they're
able to
playing now.
manage with at least 11 of them. The issue they have is he can't really bring in any more players unless they go wholesale sales and they lose a lot of money.
I think that's why they were having like 3 or 4 meetings constantly. I think they were negotiating not so much the price of him, like his wages and years. It was more
What am I allowed to do with
what's
this
the
squad?
control, what's the funds, who needs to stay, who needs to go, that types of questions. I think that's been the main talking point with him.
Yeah.
Because he sort of knows he can sort of go to any job, and he doesn't want to ruin either his Spurs legacy, if there is one, to go to Chelsea and not like be told a lie. Sold a dream really and it not work. So
What I think that's a good thing. Sean's saying in the chat, trust me, Poch will not last more than 2 years. In the chat, put how long you think he'd stay at the job. I think,
do you think it's one that they could change the curse of it being more than just a season and a half?
yeah, and he'd be the man to do it, but
Would you not thought that with Potter though? That was the whole plan.
Yeah, but Potter, he needs a bit of time, doesn't he? Apparently.
yeah, but they shouldn't have sacked Tuchel.
No.
That was the man to
I
do
think
it as well.
I think that was the worst decision. That's all.
Right. Oh, these are so good.
We're not going to hear anything from Kieran. All I can hear.
I'm loving it.
So yeah, not pork pie. It's pork belly with a bit of chili.
We're going to score and all you're going to see is pork belly.
That's
in
what's
his
good.
mouth.
It's the belly. No, it's the chili.
Good ball.
Let it run.
Oh, will it?
Overcooked.
Oh, my bad. Jeez.
Hey, it's
We've
like Charlton there.
Or the little Stuart. Or Stuart Little, if you will.
Yeah. Do you
yeah.
see it working out then, the Poch one? Or does it end up in flames like the
I think it's
rest of them?
50-50, really.
I think if he gets, look, it's a big club, isn't it? And he's a big manager.
Yeah. Do you think
No,
the parish
true.
job helps him as well?
Do you think what?
Having the experience, not just
Yeah,
like
100%.
Southampton and Spurs,
Yeah.
but doing the PSG where, I mean, it's bigger, like megastars he's dealing with. He was dealing with Messi, Mbappe,
Yeah.
Neymar,
Yeah.
day in, day out.
I don't think there's
be
a better.
fair,
I don't
he
think there's a
didn't
better player, a better manager to come in at the moment for that club.
Yeah.
I think, but I can't see it being long term. I can't see it being, 5, 6, 7 seasons.
It'd be the same 2-3 years and go.
I think he's got. Well, I think if he gets 4 seasons, he's done very well.
Yeah.
I think the one flaw he's had in this managerial career is that it's player management, and he's going into a squad but I don't think that's his fault. I think that is the club PSG not backing his player management style of basically give the golden Saudi Arabian league boys what they want.
He's very passionate as well.
Yeah, well, he was bringing Mbappe off. You're making changes that were winding up players, but in his mind, the good of the squad. But I don't think there's anyone at Chelsea that holds that
Status.
Yeah, apart from Thiago Silva, who you could even drop because of his age.
I was going to say, not even him.
They would have been together at PSG, wouldn't they? For a little bit? Tiny. Or did he leave just before?
No, we'll leave that to the chat, shall we?
Oh.
I think they missed each other.
Well,
Silva's been there for a while now.
See, Sean's saying that he doesn't think he'll last more than 2 years at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad shout. That's 2, 3, 4 max, I reckon. Diaz.
What's success for him?
Tonight from Lee.
What's success for Poch at
Top
Chelsea?
half.
Top half.
Champions League.
He's got to be looking more than that.
No, I think he's been really because they've been so bad this year. Getting him to top 4 has been like, okay, we're back on track.
When you say top half, you're saying top 4?
No, I was joking. I said, I mean top 4.
We were talking about top 10.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, where are they now? 14th?
I think maybe 13th.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, they've got a chance of losing 2 more spots. They have.
I think they're
With the games they're playing, they could potentially. I don't think they can lose anything, but the other teams can move with their points and can literally put them on.
I think mathematically they're safe, luckily.
Oh no, they're safe. But what I'm saying is, even with the games they lose, they could potentially. I think there's 2 teams that may overtake them if they lose their games by 1, which could drop them down 2 more points.
It affects revenue as well, and just status in the league.
I love it, man. I fucking work with all Chelsea directors of Chelsea. Oh, they're all Chelsea, and they are so quiet. It's lovely. I don't hear anything.
Could you imagine if the Chelsea team went over to speak to their ultras and just be stood there? I don't know either.
Chelsea got a fucking massive following, man.
Such a random game, isn't it, football?
I love it.
Like, they were 3rd last year.
Yeah. Yeah. But look at us.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. How quickly the narrative can change.
Yeah, Southampton have always been in this battle, haven't they?
I remember, Mike told you the story the other week, but I got in an argument and a real heated debate with a Southampton fan in about, I think it must have been 2013, 2014.
Is that when we raped him?
No, well, yeah, sort of, but we did that all around. But about Europe in Southampton, he said, give it 5 years, which would have been 2018. Southampton will be in Europe and Liverpool won't. And I said, you're an idiot. You're not. No, and you're more likely to be going down in 5 years than you are to be in Champions League.
That was started off, Chops.
And,
you were right, but I mean, it's not. If he's talking about going to Europe and you're talking about relegation, you are like. You couldn't get 2 ends of the stick different.
Yeah, but he said we'll keep growing. I went, you're delusional. I went just because I think there must have been a bit of form at the time.
They do it right in their first season.
Yeah. But yeah, and I remember just having this conversation. So yeah, it would have been like 2014. So they've been in it a couple of seasons. Well done. Go on, Diaz.
Oh, he's
I'll finish that story in a second. Go on,
Salah
Diaz, won him.
Salah wants it. Give it to him.
Good tackle. I don't think he's lasting that long.
No.
He's got to come off.
Looks leggy. That's a good ball as well.
I put Darwin out left. Or Jota.
I think
or Bobby.
Jota will come on.
I wouldn't mind all 3 coming on.
Yeah.
But
it's not been as great as tonight.
Thing is, this is the weird one. I'll finish off that story in a second, but
yeah.
No, I'll finish it now.
Yeah,
and remind me I had something else to
was
say.
it nice, boys?
It was good. So basically, we got on a real heated debate. He said that you're Thank you. He said that we're gonna be in Europe and like you're not and this that and the other. I went honestly.
Oh, he actually threw Liverpool or not as well.
Yeah, he was saying.
Okay. He wasn't just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was talking like absolute nonsense all of the time, and
Yeah.
I was like, and he got to the point where he shoved me, and I was like, all right, mate.
Right. Is it one of your mates?
It's funny though because I was sat on like a bunk bed, the bottom of a bunk bed.
Beg your pardon.
You
missed a big part of the story out there.
It was a ski trip. And I remember, like,
skiing together.
And, yeah. And then we went skiing.
Oh, that was naughty.
I was going to say, that's a yellow card, that.
What's the end of the story?
I forgot what the end of the story is. No, but the end.
So he shoved
no,
you.
the end of the story is you skip forward like 6 years when the ending point of it would have been, and we were in a Champions League final against Real Madrid. Granted, we lost that year,
Yeah.
but it was exactly the 5 years or something from the date that we had the conversation.
Yeah.
And I said, and obviously Southampton, they weren't.
They were just flat.
They were bottom half table side, mid table side. I went, do you remember that time? I went, do you remember that time like 5 years ago? You said, thingy was that. And he's like, no, I ain't got a clue. Like,
really?
And I was like, he knew. You
Name
can tell.
and shame him now.
Huh?
Name and shame him.
Oh no, I'm gonna message him.
Oh.
I'm gonna message
What's
him.
his name?
Oh no,
What's his first name?
No, because I'm mates with him now.
What's his first name?
George.
George. Right, George. You fucked that one up, didn't you, mate?
No, because we got Southampton last game of the season when
It
they.
doesn't matter.
No,
He's
I know.
fucking wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Like, massively.
I'm gonna message him though when we beat him, hopefully, touchwood, on the last game of the season.
Yeah, but
and they're
even if we
officially.
don't.
Yeah, but
Even if we don't.
and they're
they get
officially in the
relegated.
championship. Yeah. So yeah. What I was gonna say about Bobby. Our last game of the season is at home, isn't it? Away. So our next game's our last home game of the season. Bobby's got a feature in that. I know you don't do testimonials when we're fighting for a thing. Do you bring him on regardless?
No.
No.
If we're comfortable?
Yeah.
I
We're
don't
1-0
think
up.
Klopp will do it for the sake
you
of
don't do
it.
that.
No.
You don't do that. You have a
It'd been
testimonial game.
different if we weren't doing anything, I think.
He is someone that will have a testimonial game for Liverpool. You know when you have all these
He'll
players.
do on those legend games.
Yeah, like, but he deserves one. Like he's.
Jeez, that was risky.
That was actually a great pass.
Yeah, Klopp would not do that.
No, I think if we're
Come
like,
on.
Oh, come on.
I think it gets to the 85th minute and we're 2-0 up or something.
Go on, Salah. Here we go. That's right. We just haven't been that
Clinical.
killer edge sometimes when we got there.
Yeah.
I think if we were out of it as well, say we lost today, touch wood we don't.
It's looked quite comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But like, say, and then we're not actually going to get top 4. Then if you want, like, yeah, just bring him on because
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him so much.
Yeah.
Let's sing a song.
Let's sing a song. Weird
Yeah.
timing.
Cop wants you to know.
They probably want him now. He's not on the bench, is he?
I think so.
He is on the bench, yeah. To be fair though,
He
this
might-
might be our only chance to see him before the end of the year. Like I was just saying, like, he might not come on.
He might come on the last 10.
You slightly talk though, like he can't play football anymore.
Oh, he's
but the
fucking-
boy's well class.
mate.
Like he come on, it would not. It's not like we're
Surprised
playing
he
on with
scored.
10 men. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, no, he brings something to the game.
yeah,
It's just he's not.
I
gonna
love
be on.
Firmino, man.
yeah.
always
It's funny
have.
when you know someone's leaving, you talk like they're now like useless. Like he can
Never.
still play football.
Never.
Yeah, well, no, it's gonna miss him.
Oh, good tackle though, I think. Isn't it?
There we go. Well, he's got to be booked.
Oh,
Evans is not. I thought that was a good tackle.
Evans was.
This is the worry if you try and mic up referees when you start hearing all that.
Well, I think it'd stop players. Stop players getting as Larry.
Is this a foul? Henderson seems to be on a...
Oh, it's a foul.
It's
No,
gone
No,
top
we
over
don't. He's
the-
touched the ball, but he's missed it though.
Oh no, he got the ball.
I think
But
he's
like
won.
he's touched it, but it's gone like the ball's still in motion. He hasn't like kicked it away. He's got a nick, but the ball it's not stopped anything. All
Hope
he's
he
done is
scored
take
from
out
this.
Hendo.
Oh, this would be sweet.
Also, one thing just unrelated to the whole video. I've got a new camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I
You notice
just-
I
I
haven't,
thought it
haven't,
was
had to
the
pre-
lens.
haven't had to press it once. It just runs.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
continuously
No,
runs.
I
This-
haven't clocked that
yeah.
myself.
yeah, no, I got to the half hour. I knew I was testing it. I was worried it was going to get to the half hour mark. I know your name's not.
Sure.
I'm gonna,
I know that's the last one.
Is that one all right? Was that the one that sinks?
I I'll sort it out this weekend.
We've got a new season coming up.
Yeah.
Highlander saying apparently Mane's going to Chelsea. Well, they've got too many players as it is.
No, I can't. I don't want Mane at Chelsea, man.
No.
Fucking love the boy.
Right. Trent free kick.
Days! Fuck me, he's hit that.
Mate.
He has fucking hit that, son.
He is the last month and a half.
He loves that corner at Leicester.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He has been
Mate,
arguably one of the best players in the
Fucking
league.
nailed that.
Yeah, I'll stand up for that as well. We're out of shot, but well done.
I'm not going to be out. Oh, my God, what you're saying. That is...
Scouser hat-trick has come true, you're right.
Yeah, Scouse hat-trick.
Who called that?
Lish.
Yeah, well done, Lish.
That's a call and a half.
All right.
That was a good shout as well, mate.
Strike. Honestly, best right back in the world.
That's changed that old Chelsea free kick goal. Another Salah assist, hat-trick of assists.
Yeah.
What a finish.
Side net. I think it's side net, isn't it?
Oh, what a finish.
You watch Henderson running off celebrating.
Oh, that's a fucking goal and a half, mate.
The technique on that is...
A rolling ball as well.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Henderson.
He's giving it the big one.
Mate, he's unplayable when it comes to set piece.
That was a good knee slide as well. It's a great knee slide. Well done, Trent.
So Gerard.
Look at that. That celebration looks great, doesn't it? All running over.
Yeah.
They
That
might
should
be
be the
going
bag
down.
now.
They might be going down.
Do you think they go down?
Well,
We'll do our silly games we've done every week.
We do it every week.
You're bottom 3 now. Well, bottom 2 with Southampton.
I think mine was always, from like a recent history, been Southampton, Leicester, Leeds.
Yeah.
That's what I've said.
That's, I think, what we most of us called. I think I called Everton, didn't I?
I was always saying Forest for a bit.
Yeah, you were actually.
To be fair, for a while, I was always saying Bournemouth and Forest with Southampton, but have you seen the video Bournemouth put
Yeah,
up?
brilliant.
Yeah, it's class.
Yeah.
They've got every
I'll
like,
eat
big...
my arm.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that cut.
I was half expecting you to be in it, Ty.
Yeah,
But
you should have been in it actually.
Yeah.
but that shows.
I might do a little tag on it.
You forget what Denty said.
Yeah.
Well, Trent in midfield.
Be funny though. The comment just says Ronnie Denty. It's just like you're just calling yourself out. Look at this idiot.
You both said Bournemouth as well. I remember we
said it early though. You held on to Bournemouth for longer.
I think I've said Everton.
He held on to it for ages.
Yeah, a lot
He
more.
still thinks Bournemouth are going down.
Yeah, a lot more. I'm
But
surprised he hasn't been lynched yet.
by all 2,000 of them.
Way!
I'm
glad Bournemouth's staying up.
Yeah, that's great. I like not being able to drive on a Saturday.
Yeah, I love it.
I think Diaz done with subs. Diaz done quite well for the last 73 minutes. He's coming off the Jota.
I said Jota, didn't I?
Milner for...
DJ coming on.
Milner going as well. Speaking of players leaving.
He's going to Brighton, isn't he?
Yeah.
For...
Thing is, it's one of those that, like, because he's not a world beater, like, you sort of don't mind as much. If that makes sense. Like, he's not going to win them.
Well, he doesn't really...
Hey, Milner.
Yeah, I love
I
Milner.
fucking love Milner as well.
He's good around the change room, I'd assume.
Thing is, though, all he's doing, like, he sort of has to move on as well. Like, people say...
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Well, we offered him a contract, but it was like more of a player-coach role.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to play.
I
I
don't
know you
blame
can't
him,
argue that,
Nah.
because once you're done, you can't get back into it.
But we,
agree.
you sort of say...
Sorry.
No, I'll try again. Oh, they're leaving it. 74th minute. Like, you've not got much more Premier League football in you. Come on, this will be the last 15 minutes of your Premier League career. What was I going to say? I interrupted you to not remember.
We were talking about the relegation.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Couldn't have been that interesting. Oh, that's a good touch as well.
No.
Oh yeah, Milner. We were talking about. Play him.
No enough.
Oh, we're talking about Milner. It was. Oh yeah, he has to move to make room for another midfielder. Like you can't have that many bodies fighting for spots.
I
Like
was Chelsea situation.
yeah, even though he's onside.
He won't get that. Alisson fucking.
Alisson's so good.
Yeah.
Unless he's willing to be a coach. But
But that's what I mean. He like otherwise he's not. If we bring in 2 more midfielders, he's never getting a game.
No.
Because like
Yeah, you're right. he'll just be sat there as a number.
Same reason Bobby's leaving. Like he doesn't want to leave as such.
No.
Like, he wants game time, but he's probably happy doing what he's done the last couple of years of rotating and coming on.
But
He's not coming on now.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to play reserve forward or reserve midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much time and space in the ball.
Like you collect a paycheck for good ball.
Come on, Salah, get your goal. Great tackle.
That.
Yeah, it was a great tackle. Don't foul. Don't foul.
Go on!
No!
No, what was that a foul? Where's the foul there? Where was the foul there?
It's like kind
Looks
of
like
a
a
frog,
thumbnail.
isn't he?
Where was the foul?
Oh, mate.
What's going on in the chat?
Where was the foul there though?
Oh, here we go.
Right, carry on for a sec.
So Diablo, Trent in midfield, like I've been saying for 2 years, and look what he's done so far.
Oh, Ty.
Diablo, I've said exactly the same, mate. If you go back on some of the old clips, I've always said that he's playing in the wrong position because he's too... Up here, he's a midfielder, and he's always, like, if you run the line with him, he's perfect to defend, but if you cut inside with him, he's fucked. So I think he's playing a natural position now as a midfielder. He's too creative.
Well done, Canate.
Sean said Leeds, Leicester for me to go down. Obviously Southampton.
That's what I have.
So you don't think Leeds don't have enough in the tank?
I personally, for me, I know he'll have his own opinion. I think Leeds, obviously, they brought in Allardyce, who's done well in the first couple of games. I just still can't see him staying up. Like, I think I've said for so long, Everton will stay up because their main reason, which sounds a weird reason, is Jordan Pickford. I think he's too good of a goalkeeper. Yeah. Like, even watching their most recent game, he saves them so many. Like, so many that should go in.
Yeah.
That I think he could be playing in a much better side. He makes his mistakes,
but
I agree. Like, I don't see too much. Yeah, you look at Oscar Ball. You look at sort of, say, even De Gea for United. He makes countless mistakes. He probably makes as many as Pickford. He's not, obviously, he's a better keeper in general.
He's saved.
Oh, he's onside. Oh, good block. That's foul.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's saved them so many times. I mean, world-class goalkeeper, but fucking that save he did the other week.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, mate.
And that's what I mean, like, you have a decent keeper, he'll keep you up, and he did it for him last year as well. It's mad, though, even Everton being in 2 relegation battles back-to-back seasons. Like, that's when you know you're struggling.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What we got here?
What did you get? You went to the toilet and you come back eating something. What did you do?
I got gum.
Oh, I was going to say, you went to the toilet not chewing something and you came back with something in your mouth.
Diablo said Southampton, Leicester and Everton.
Just thinking Leeds. Go on!
Here we go!
Oh,
He's on. Go on,
on?
Salah, 4-0!
No. He's missed.
What? It made me look stupid. I spun and danced. He was onside as well.
I thought he was off.
No, he was on.
It doesn't matter now.
It was timed really well.
Salah, mate. Come on, mate.
I can't believe you missed that.
Butter, mate.
That's a good point. I think it was Lee said in the chat earlier about him just not looking on it going forward today.
He's got 3 assists there.
But that's what I mean. No, that's what he said. He's good.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of assists.
I mean, you don't get any easier than that.
That was
That's
I was.
his bread and butter.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I was so confident.
Him, Haaland, and Kane. They're my 3 you'd have over that.
Go on. Here we go. Ball. Redeem himself.
He needs to be a more difficult angle, is all.
Got Salah.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll want to.
Go yourself,
He'll want
do
to shoot
yourself.
it. He'll want to shoot
Watch
it.
him go inside. He does. He wanted to cut inside, and he did well. Good defending there, mate.
It's a bit slow, isn't he, there? Here's a chance. Great ball from Gakpo. He's on. Oh, mate.
That's awful.
Fuck me, how big do you want?
I mean, you don't even say that's just like...
Yeah, it's like knowing he's good enough.
You
just
just
ignore.
know
You
that's
just think
rubbish.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Like, know how you always say it's the tax of being a forward. You do that. The defender makes that sort of mistake. It's like passing back to your keeper when he's not looking.
Yeah. And 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And he does that.
Yeah,
You're like
we're
fucking
very
livid.
3-0 up.
Yeah.
thingy of minute. That the stewards are going behind the goal because they know this one's going in.
So Reds 59.
Quickly, I'm just saying
59.
we're scoring from this corner. Nothing's in the chat. I'm just saying it's happening.
Handball. Go on, one more.
We're
Here
still
we go,
part
Trent.
of this corner. Oh, see, I must have thought of a different corner.
So the Reds 1959, Southampton, Leicester and Leeds. That's probably the shout, isn't it?
Well, they're the bottom three currently. Leeds have got to play West Ham and Spurs.
So who's that again?
Leeds have got to play West Ham and Spurs. I believe.
Say it again one more time, just for good measure.
Leeds, they will be playing West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, I think Leeds could get points for them.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, we'll do the little
No, they
merry-go.
didn't.
Diablo, I like that.
Go on.
Tie.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a weird story, but I won't get too much into it. But it wasn't mine. Someone gave it to me, and I wasn't going to take it originally. And then I put it on, and it actually didn't look too bad, I thought. So,
It was
cream,
Diablo's.
Cream and white together, unusual.
yeah, I took
You
Yeah.
don't normally do that.
it. No. To be honest, though, this was very last minute.
You
as
look
well.
like a Ken doll.
Go on!
Pen? Free kick? Corner? We'll have anything, really.
What was I checking? Fixtures. Right, so
Sean's laughing about the miss. Lish how's
How's he
he
missing
missed that? Yeah,
You know,
true.
like it's one of those where knowing because he's so consistent, it's not like he's a
He
questionable
used to
striker.
just finishing it, aren't he?
Yeah,
That's
like
his bread and butter. Like how many goals have we seen him do that like that?
well, 20 a season, 30 a season.
because they've only got 2 games left. Wait, actually, we've got a set piece. Every time Leicester conceding a corner.
So someone called Van Dijk, didn't they, right at the beginning?
They did. They thought they'd be the opener.
Yeah, well, here we go. I can't remember who said it right at the beginning, but someone called Van Dijk.
Get up! Oh, it was actually a decent ball.
No one,
Everyone moved out of
no
the
one
way.
attacked it.
Yeah. Because there's little games, we can actually say one by one. So, out of...
What's a good ball?
Do Everton get...
Well done, Alisson.
Alisson is fucking awesome.
Do Everton get anything away at Wolves?
Maybe. Draw.
Yeah.
Win. Possibly.
Yeah, I could see a draw.
Okay, that could be enough for them.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Do Forest get anything at home to Arsenal?
No,
Possibly.
no,
I think possibly.
no. Arsenal need to,
Well, they've done the league, but yeah,
but
even
they're
then,
not going to. Arsenal are not going to.
I think Forest at home maybe. I don't think Arsenal have been as convincing. They've been better when they've actually after they've sort of bottled it. I don't think so. If I had to put a bet on, I'd say obviously Arsenal to win it. But I don't think that's as
So you think there's going to be points?
but possibly. Possibly.
So you think that if they get a point, I think they stay up
Yeah.
until for the rest of the season.
I don't
for us.
think. I think
Yeah.
Arsenal thump.
So I don't.
I don't think Arsenal will lose it, but I think it's possible.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Come on, put your neck on the line, man.
No, what I'm
It's time
saying,
to
I'm saying if I had to say, I'd say an Arsenal win, but I don't think it's
Okay.
as like home and dry as
No,
It's like it's
you
an
would
Arsenal-
call an Arsenal win, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I would call an Arsenal win, yeah. But oh, look at us playing out.
See, Alisson, he just came out of the box just to play keep ball.
And that
Go on.
okay.
Hat trick of
First time he's ever done that in the Prem for us. First time.
It's quite a hard thing to do that.
Oh, it's ridiculous, especially as our main goal scorer.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Carvalho.
Blimey.
Who's coming off?
Someone's make a wish.
Gakpo? No, Curtis.
Well done, James.
Yeah.
Good game.
2
Yeah.
goals as well.
But yeah, no, my point's more is I think at the City ground they've been good, Forest, and like it's one of those where it's their last home game, isn't it? If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Forest's last home game.
Yeah, it's their last chance to get them over the line, and they've sort of
But
played.
the fact
with-
Arsenal won't be playing for anything, and as far as at home fighting for their lives, I understand. It's just whether Arsenal's quality if they show up.
yeah,
It won't.
but that's what I mean. Like I'm saying, it's doable. They Forest did us over at their place. They did
Okay, so it's
Tottenham
on the
over at
cards
their
for you,
place.
Yeah. They're
Like, they-
half decent at home.
Yeah, like they could. I don't think it's as out.
Not as easy as Everton away at Wolves.
Yeah. Like Lish in the chat said Forest will either get a 0-0 draw or get absolutely smacked. And Awonyi, weirdly enough, is in great form. Awonyi's got 4-2, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, their striker. He's an absolute donkey most of the time.
Okay, what about Leeds away at West Ham?
Still, again, I think
It's a game.
There's a draw there as well.
I think they'll lose it.
Who leads?
Yeah.
I like watching Leeds play.
This is West Ham though. After playing
West Ham will be safe.
Spurs, technically they can go down. West Ham, and if Leeds beat them, I don't know where that actually puts them in it.
I think that's going to come down to a lot of it. I think if once those teams are safe, I think they're fucking sliders around. I think they're fucking getting the sun cream out.
Yeah, but also West Ham would have just played their second leg of the Europa League, Conference League semi-final. So depending either like how extra time, win, lose, like how it panned out, that could affect the Leeds one as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
true.
just one of those. I think.
It might be
They
a
haven't got
positive.
much depth, have they? You're not talking about.
Well, no, they
teams
made
that-
9 changes against Brentford and they lost 2-0.
Mm.
So
I seem more confident that Forest are going to get a result than Leeds at West Ham. But,
okay.
yeah, I would have a West Ham win there.
There you go.
Leicester.
Elliot's coming on.
That looks
Oh,
different.
bring on Bobby.
Leicester away at Newcastle.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, they're not getting anything. I don't
If
think.
that's the case, then you're both claiming that the others can at least get a draw out
Yeah.
of them. So Leicester relegated them.
Yeah,
Must
that's
be
what I
then.
said from the start.
Yeah.
That was
but
the
I'm
start
just
of
saying
my-
what you saw.
That was
Yeah.
my thing. Go on.
He's off. Mate, he just glides past people, Gakpo. Give it! Oh, Gak! We've been there's been times where...
Not giving it early enough.
Yeah, I
You say
don't know if
that,
people
the-
getting greedy or just...
He's just waiting for the perfect pass, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think the pass was on immediately there for him. In fairness to him. Yeah.
Okay.
You never know though. But
So
I
you
like,
think
So
Leicester
what
will
we're
be
saying
down?
is Leicester's going down there.
Leicester could be down in our eyes pretty much going into that last day. Because if they all get a point, 33... So they'd
So
have to win
Everton
the
are
last
safe.
game. Well, not if they get a point. If they win, I think they will be. But they have to beat Wolves away. And that's probably more on the cards than the others. Maybe the Leeds one as well, West Ham. And then the final day, you've got Forest away.
Salah,
Yeah.
didn't get no goals, but
Hat-trick of
good
assists.
game, mate.
You got Forest away at Crystal Palace. Hard place to go.
hard place to go.
That's so hard, man.
They're really good, the
Yeah.
Palace.
And I do like watching them. I mean, they.
But they're not.
front
They're not
three
playing
is-
for anything. You could argue, but sometimes
they
a
don't-
team
I
like
don't think they need it.
a team like Palace that Vardy's
Alisson's actually played really well.
Vardy's
Yeah.
tried a bicycle kick. Yeah, no, I think that sometimes knowing a team's not playing for anything, it can sort of mean they're rubbish or off the ball. I think a team like Palace, I'll just make them like I can just chuck out some skills,
Yeah.
just play with a bit of freedom and not worry.
Something happened. It's a bad touch. Oh, God, they're so open. Mate, they might as well just...
Elliot.
That was selfish.
Oh, he's going for his
We're getting a bit selfish. They should be trying not to concede at this point. They should not be going for 3-1
No.
with goal difference.
I think that's going to be too much now anyway, isn't that?
That's what I mean. Just don't concede another, just for the sake of it.
I should touch.
Okay, so we think Forest will have a hard time against Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everton are at home to Bournemouth.
Sorry, again, we're like, I'm like, Forest Arsenal, that's a game. Forest Palace, I'm like, yeah, no hope.
Yeah.
I think Everton will beat Bournemouth.
So Everton are safe, and
Yeah.
you think they've probably got the best fixtures out of the others. Leeds are at home to Spurs.
Again,
Don't know what.
You don't know.
And
Oh, you would say Tottenham.
yeah, well, you would have said Tottenham a lot of times
Yeah,
this
but
season.
Leeds can.
I've got Tottenham to win that. I think Harry Kane, like we said, he always scores.
Yeah.
I don't think Leeds are, no matter what Allardyce plays, I don't think you're that solid to stop that front line if they're on it.
Yeah.
Whether they'll be on it is the question, but
You've got Leicester at home to West Ham.
that'll be an interesting game.
Yeah.
But I think Leicester are
I
going
think the
down.
game I think the season will be done by then.
So yeah, it'll be hard to say. I don't know.
West Ham will be safe. Leicester will be down.
West Ham can only go down if like Leeds win both their games, pretty much. So
It's
and
like-
Leeds play West Ham though, so they could go into that, beat them,
6-pointer.
and then literally have the final day if they win and West Ham lose. And West Ham play Leicester, who still could be fighting for something. So West Ham,
Tasty.
West Ham is like they should be safe because they're 6.
That'd be
clear,
mad
but-
if West Ham go down somehow.
West Ham won't get
West Ham could win.
They've got to lose both their games.
They could win a European competition and get relegated. Who did something like that? For Wigan got relegated and won the FA Cup, didn't they? Was the FA Cup?
Wigan have done that. Won the FA Cup. That was against Man City.
Yeah, so they were playing Europa League in the Championship, which is just the funniest thing.
Birmingham did that. They got relegated and won the League Cup against Arsenal.
Oh, your birthday cards over there from
Yeah, I saw it. Thanks.
Nanny Joe and Poppy.
It's a foul. Gakpo, I think, has been quite good
So what else we got?
on the ball.
Diablo
Diablo was
this is
saying,
going to be the most intense ending to a season we've ever witnessed. Yeah, agree.
Yeah. So we're saying Leicester and then the other one.
Leeds.
Leeds.
Southampton.
Yeah. Hey. So we think.
Do you know what, I'm going to put money on Southampton to go down. If everyone's alright with that. Any
How much
takers?
do you put down?
I bet you 50 quid that Southampton are going to get relegated.
One to League
What,
One.
next season?
No, this season.
Oh. They're setting us up. Oh. Don't concede.
You've fallen victim to one of the classic blunders.
That's a
Well done,
foul.
Elliot.
That was a foul.
Oh, he's just chomping at his ankles, wasn't he?
The press is so much better though from us. Like we weren't doing this a few months ago.
For a team that's so open, they haven't got any options. It's just everyone stood up the other end of the pitch.
What would have been funny? I mean, I know I said about everything going down, but having that stadium and being in the Championship, oh, that hurts.
There we go. Got their attack.
Come on, DJ.
Edges.
Give it.
Oh, he's
Oh!
done him.
Oh! Oh, Leicester are rubbish, aren't
They are
they?
rubbish.
Really?
It almost be
Can
quite
sort of
sad
comfortably
for them to
say
be
it now
relegated.
with a minute and a half to go. They are an awful side.
They do look the Championship like
No.
they don't know.
Yeah, but you look at the
Their
players
names
they look
don't,
at.
but the
Yeah,
Actual-
you said that before the game, didn't you?
it's-
Like on paper, but that's not.
no, that was Ty. I said the game's not played on paper.
Yeah.
The team looks good enough. Like it should be mid-table. I mean, they were finishing 5th and 6th for a few years in the bounce.
It's not you. Yeah, but like you look at the names, they really aren't the same players. Like you got Vardy is not
Yeah,
the
it's
same Vardy.
Yeah.
And then what? And then who have they got up top?
Yeah.
And you've got Madison's the only name that's the same. Like even Tielemans in the middle.
He won't go anywhere decent, Madison.
Maybe, but like it depends.
Depends
Yeah.
if class is decent. Do we class Spurs as decent? Because they're probably as worse than like Newcastle and all that.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle are looking at him, aren't
When
they?
are we looking at him?
Madison.
When we're looking at
Yeah.
every midfielder under the
I was
sun.
gonna say there was one spell. If you just play centre mids, we were looking at you.
No.
But
Apparently he's a done deal, isn't he?
for us, no, not for us.
Who, Madison? No, I've heard Newcastle.
I think Newcastle are the front runners.
That's another thing that's annoying now. Newcastle are going to be another side where no one big names are on sale. They got Champions League football potentially, and they've got probably more money to spend than
I
us.
don't know. They've got to go to Brighton and get some,
They do got to go to Brighton, and
or
get
they're
some-
playing at home. Either way.
but then they've got another game.
But he's gone. He's offside now. Too late. Way too late.
They're
What's-
not giving me much hope that they're going to get a result against Newcastle. These are.
And that's the game. Well done. Us. Boom, 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 boom.
Take that.
All we
3-0.
can do is put the pressure on the other two now. We're a point
Clean
behind.
sheet.
Playing a lot better football as well. A lot more convincing. That would worry me as a Leicester fan though, watching that.
Did they get? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Did they have any clear shot on target?
Not obvious. I mean, Alisson actually had a good game as well, but I never once sat here fearing that we're going to bottle it like we have done sometimes this season.
Well, Alisson had an outstanding game.
Yeah.
I mean, off his line, first to the ball.
Yeah.
Just eliminated even the one-on-ones, you know, because he
Yeah.
wasn't stuck on his line.
Probably would have been, apart from maybe, I'd say the four players up for man of the match would have gone Curtis, Salah, Trent and Alisson. I thought Trent was good. Again,
Did you
just
say?
Trent, Curtis, Salah and
Curtis,
Alisson.
How bad can they be at the back? And they got JT's one. They
Yeah, genuinely, I would play John Terry. I would sign him up for the last couple of games.
Two games.
Yeah, just say you've got 180 minutes in you, the rest of your body. Bring him on for 10 minutes at the end of the game when you're trying to keep a win. And
They gave Curtis Jones man of the match.
They have to.
yeah,
Thought he had another good game, Trent.
Yeah, Trent had a great game.
I thought he was class. I mean, obviously his goal, even forgetting his goal, I thought he was really, really good. Yeah, if there's any questions, at the
They
end
look
of the
like they've
game-
been relegated. Look at them.
Yeah.
If there's any questions at the end of the game, just chuck them in the chat. Yeah.
You say it like
Like
that.
a DJ.
This one's for the birthday girl.
So basically, they just find everyone and sold the stadium to Tesco's.
You said this a couple of weeks ago, and it sounds such a weird thing to say. So I don't know why I said it. Since the helicopter crash with the Leicester owner, they've not been as good. And genuinely, since then, as a club, they've slowly deteriorated.
You could say that's a bit of a downside to the club, but yeah, they haven't.
It's not the worst thing to come out of the crash, obviously, the death
No,
was,
but they've definitely had. They've never been the same.
You're going to have a quick
I'm
look
not
at it now.
surprised. So you got Southampton, all played 36. Leeds, Leicester, Southampton. Points 31 for Leeds, 30 for Leicester, 24 for that's gone. So Everton 32, Nottingham Forest 34, West Ham 37.
They take
and
a lot.
all
for
played 36. So you're talking 3 points.
a draw could keep Forest out of that.
3 points, one win.
Yeah.
One win.
One win does a lot for someone.
So that puts us
We've kept
a point behind Man U.
And
Man U
Newcastle.
got a game in hand.
And Newcastle.
Newcastle a game in hand as well. Firmino's getting like the...
It's going on.
Nice.
Oh, so sad. I'm glad he didn't come on.
Yeah, me too.
Is he injured? Was he on the bench?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I would like. I know it's
I'd
very
like us to be
cheesy,
comfortable.
but just to give him like an outfield cameo as the
Even
last
if it's
thing.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Like I know
Obviously, we can't
I know
play
our
into
season's
that.
bigger than him going for top 4, but
If we had lost tonight,
yeah,
I'd expect him to play like 90 minutes.
yeah, it's one of those, there's no reason. Like he is a club legend. He's like, you could argue, well, he was the here you go.
He's-
Who?
Yeah.
It's big games he does it for.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
another
he
big
knows
win.
it's big. Yeah.
Away at Leicester, fighting for
We weren't
stay up.
defeated in like 7, 8 now. 9.
Nice.
Was that?
We're undefeated in like
6,
Oh,
7,
since
8.
since City.
yeah.
So we've got Newcastle and Brighton, Forest, Arsenal, West Ham, Leeds, City, Chelsea.
Why are Newcastle and Brighton on Thursday night?
Because Brighton played the FA Cup semi-final. They were in all the cup competitions.
Ah, right,
and they
so it
were
got
just
rescheduled.
yeah, they were all over the shop.
That's not a bad thing though.
No, but I was
Newcastle-
just checking though. So if Newcastle play before, like play Thursday, if they don't get a good result, say if they lose,
Or even they draw.
yeah, and we win our game, we play again before them, so we would overtake them, and they would have to go into their game on Monday,
With the pressure.
And Leicester need to win.
and they had playing Leicester.
Leicester need to win. Otherwise
I mean,
they
we're just
have
now the narrative changed. You know that Leicester side.
That
that
Leicester
they
side,
have-
Oh,
they've
Leicester look fucking great.
They got a bit about them.
Amazing.
I reckon since that Liverpool loss, they're going to be pretty good.
I know, like we've just slagged Leicester off.
Desperate,
But it
but
just
desperate.
It doesn't put pressure on Newcastle though, because they'll know in the back of their mind they have to win that game.
Because
And-
we've just jumped ahead. With
yeah, even though it's in their hands, on the
Yeah.
table we're ahead, and
Yeah.
pressure does weird things to people.
Yeah, agree. Totally agree.
Spin it as much as you like.
No, I like that actually. That's probably the first time we actually go ahead.
It will.
And psychologically, that's
Yeah. It'd be nice if
that's
United.
a little bit of a head fuck, isn't it?
If United don't do well as well, because might be the hardest game away at Bournemouth now till the end. Granted, they play Chelsea.
This will be the first time we're back in the top 4 for a while.
So we'll go top 4 for
Yeah, well, we
20, 40.
technically, I'm not sure on the United fixtures, but we could be third for a short period of time.
We play, so if they play first. Obviously, if they beat Brighton, then they are in good,
I will be
good
taking
stead.
the
Well, if they draw,
Yeah.
that still doesn't do anything for. I mean, it would because they could get
They have
another
to drop
draw.
points.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to drop, and they
But-
play Chelsea as well. Which, to be honest, Chelsea are rubbish. But there is always a slim chance with Chelsea compared to like relegation sides that they have got enough
Chelsea are
quality.
like a speed camera, mate, aren't they? You're fucking guaranteed to get 3 points.
So, yeah, but there is a slight chance that we can jump above both of them by the end of the weekend if all goes in our favour.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Diablo's just backing up. The helicopter crash absolutely doomed the team. They'll never ever recover. They'll never get back to the. I don't know about they'll never get back to the Prem.
Depends
I
how
mean-
they run and who they sell. and stuff.
Yeah, I mean the crash was just fucking. I mean,
You do
ridiculous.
run a danger, like you see it all the time. Like, do you remember when Portsmouth were an established Premier League team?
You got loads. You got Blackburn who've won a Premier League
Yeah.
title.
That's
Even
true.
Blackpool.
Yeah,
Blackpool for a while were an established Prem side.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough.
Watford.
Yeah, but like it's more one of those where you go there, and if you don't come straight back up,
West Brom.
yeah, you don't come straight back up. You could be there for.
West Brom are like yo-yos. Sorry, Johnson.
They are. What finish?
This is the first year like West Brom and Norwich aren't coming back up after their yo-yo years.
Yeah, they normally swap, don't they?
They're like both mid-table.
It was nice of Fulham when they saw they weren't. Norwich weren't going up to just stay in the division. You can't have one go down.
That's also
I'm
coming
not
up.
playing that game anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
If you're not playing, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
That's coming up as well. Championship playoffs. So
Yeah.
we've got Burnley up, and I think Sheffield United got promoted. So they're back in. And who's it? Middlesbrough. I don't know who's playing who. Middlesbrough, Luton, Coventry, and
I remember
Someone
Middlesbrough
else.
as well, yeah.
I've got a story about Burnley. I
Burnley?
can't. You'll both know. Don't say the name, but you'll both know who I'm talking about. Where the stories come from. I think you both know already. So he was the guy. It's a guy. Spoiled it. He was in the room with Vince and company, and hear him talking about like. You're gonna go get like the Tottenham job or the Chelsea job or the City job, and he said a really good point about look at what's happening to young managers constantly across the country. All these players, they've gone and got these big jobs. They're getting the sack within 6 months to a year because they're one, not cut out for it. Two, there's too much pressure on them. Like they've not got enough to back them. He's like, I'd rather stay at Burnley and build something, and then if I get a big move. Or I'm happy here, but if I ended up getting a big move, then it's off the back of what I've already done. So yeah, the basic point of the story is that he's saying that the big move just isn't for me because well yeah, like what's the point? Say he could go and get the Tottenham job, doesn't work out for the first 4 months, fans want his head on a spike, and then your career's sort of gone.
reputation.
You've seen that with Chelsea.
Lampard's done that.
Yeah, Potter even. But less so because he has.
That's the thing, though. People are saying, why couldn't Potter get the Spurs job? Really?
He could.
Because he was at Brighton, they would have loved that. But because he's had a bad rep at Chelsea, you can't almost like.
Why did he leave Brighton?
Chelsea. Just wanted a Chelsea job.
That was it. He left because agreed.
Slightly
bigger club.
Yeah, bigger club, more money.
Can't
bigger
blame him.
potential.
It's a good like.
Oh, man, look at Brighton now, man.
That's what I mean.
They could, but they're probably better since he's left.
Yeah,
You
but
could
that
argue
was my
De
whole
Zerbi's
argument
better.
about them being the best run club. Like,
Yeah.
I think as you told me, it's like Brighton have replacement on replacement on replacement. Like all clubs have
They
replacements.
have manager replacements lined up already,
Yeah,
so they know like their options if their manager decides to leave.
I always find that weird. Like, it's a unique job, like in sport, but people probably other managers you're friends with.
Of course.
You're getting a call from a club saying, "Oh, do you want to come and interview for the
Yeah.
job?" While the current manager has no idea he's going to get the sack,
Yeah.
and you've got to go into that thinking, like there's a certain select number of people that know this guy's potentially losing his job in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Well, that's like what's his name? Messi. Is it Messi who went over to Saudi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking just disappears. He goes, oh fuck. Mate, it's so transparent what he was doing.
But we were saying that last
so
time. He was
transparent.
claiming he didn't realise they're training the next day.
You know what you're doing, yeah. And you know what? It's worth his fine. What are you going to do? It's Messi.
He'll make as much
He'll
in
make
that
that.
first year.
They'll pay his fine.
Yeah.
They'll pay his fine, wouldn't they?
I pay double.
What was your just quick going into, what was your favourite goal? 'Cause they were all quite good. Probably between the second
one was
and
the half
the
volley. The
cross.
second one was the
Jones smack, and then you got Trent that one.
What was the best goal?
Oh, third for me.
Third one.
Yeah.
Even
But again,
the
maybe
Jones
the
one?
Jones, only because that Trent one was top bins and Jones wasn't. But
Jones took it on the turn then, just absolutely.
Yeah.
But you're talking about what stage of the game pressure? I think the first one was.
I think you've got a keeper completely set there. He just had a shot from the There's not much in it. Oh, we could go and do it. I don't think.
I feel like we would steal it off someone. It'd be daylight robbery if we
Yeah,
got top
but
four.
like-
Oh, be shit. But Brighton is still up there.
They can't overtake us if
No,
we
if
do
win
our
all
job.
up. Yeah.
But they can technically.
Well, they'll get. I'd look at Tottenham. Tottenham are rubbish.
Yeah, Chelsea can
We've
finish.
still got Villa.
Chelsea can be about 14th, 15th. I was just looking then.
Yeah, they're awful.
What have we got on this here?
Let's hope Leicester can go all in against Newcastle now. They didn't show fight tonight. Let's hope they can do it on Thursday.
Asking a lot there, mate.
That's got to be the coolest YouTube name I've ever seen, by the way, Captain Smooth. It's my new name for Hendo, Captain Smooth. But yeah, no, I think that's what we said. But you get carried away. Like we're saying, oh yeah, Leicester might be at their fight. Like they had the same fight tonight. Really, I see them going down. Fingers crossed. And hopefully Newcastle. None of these players really, if you look at it, have been in this situation before, apart from Trippier.
Yeah.
Where they're actually fighting for something.
Even the manager wouldn't have really been in this at this level.
Only thing Eddie Howe did was the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it. There's no one else in that squad that has ever fought for anything at a big level. I'm trying to think anyone else, unless there's unless you count
not at the level.
Just count Joe Willock being part of a Champions League run, but yeah. So hopefully they don't know what to do with themselves.
If you had to call it now, because we've done our relegation one, we're saying the 3 that are already down are going down. Does the top 4 change?
Yeah, we're finishing third. I don't know. I hope the top 4 changes.
I think we got more chance, if anything, taking Newcastle out.
Yeah.
I think
you say, yeah, at the same time, though, United, I think, are less consistent.
All we have to do is be level on points.
Man United are playing at home the last 2 games.
I don't think that makes much of a difference.
They've only lost one game, and that was the first game of the season.
Yeah, but I don't think it makes much of a difference at this stage of the season.
It does. I think it does. That's why when they're playing against Wolves and playing at home, I thought that's in the bag for them.
They're very good.
They didn't even have Rashford. Rashford wasn't even playing, and even that, I thought if they didn't have Rashford and they were playing away, I thought that's a game changer. Because they've only lost one game away, at home, and I think that was either the first or second game.
And also, they have a really good record against the bottom half teams. They suck against the top half, and the last 3 all bottom half, and that's including Chelsea.
Yeah,
like they've lost all the away games to the top 7, didn't they? And they've been thumped by them. Have you seen the stat? Like the 6-3, 7-0 to us. Like they lost all the big 7 away, and they have a bad record against the top sides anyway. So on paper, and the way the season's panned out, they should do the job, beat the lower teams at home.
Never know.
I mean, you never know. Well, that's what I'm saying though. All we have to do is be level on points with them.
Who would have called Southampton to beat fucking Arsenal?
Draw them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll 2-0 up in 5 minutes.
Look,
it's something can happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the cards.
I mean, my worry for us is we got Villa, haven't we?
That's our tough one.
That's the one for me. It's like, I think that's going to be.
I've not even thought once about our games. I've assumed that we've got 3
Villa's a tough one.
I know Villa's a tough one.
They just beat Spurs, and
what a goal that was!
You're showing the free kick.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Side netting.
I have been like you. I've neglected. I feel like we're gonna win all ours, and it's
because it doesn't obviously it matters what we do, but it doesn't matter what we do if they do their bit. So we just got to focus on them messing up.
Yeah,
I mean realistically, you think about you doing well, but
our Saturday one's Matt. I think we'll beat Southampton. I'm very confident we'll do that no matter what.
Yeah.
The Saturday one is huge.
Didn't we have Southampton at the end of season? Or was that Sunderland a couple of years ago against City? But not against City, but when City will win the league, we could win if we won by like 20 goals.
Oh.
Is that Southampton or Sunderland?
I think it was Southampton.
Might have been.
Yeah.
I always get confused because we've had so many encounters with them, final days. So we have Brightons, we've had Wolves.
Liverpool win 2-0 against Villa.
Hopefully.
You're right.
No, you're right for
I don't want Newcastle to win, but I
don't want Leicester.
Don't want Leicester to.
I'd rather Leicester stay up if it meant we got top 4.
Yeah.
I just heard that one of the guys from Match of the Day has got a new podcast, just like Match of the Day. I haven't heard nothing about that.
Don't know who that is, but if you want to hear a good podcast, listen to Born Hub. That's the top quality content. Not to do with football, but anything. If you like your hospitals,
there's a couple of football ones in there. We
do
a Champions League one where we debated the best Champions League goal of all time. And I think we
got a bit of debate that one.
Yeah.
And the manager.
I do like Bale's one.
Bias against us. Yeah, it was great.
I think that's what it came to.
I think we had the Zidane final volley.
What about the? I know that wasn't the best goals. That was just a fucking run and a half where they were like they scored. Bale scored three goals.
Inter Milan, yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, he got
He
three.
was 3 goals.
Got a hat trick at San Siro.
That might be one of the best solo
Ridiculous.
performances.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he was unplayable that time.
I mean, just like someone just lit a match. Fucking off you went.
It saved him because they were 4-0 down in 20 minutes. He got that, and then they won the second leg. He ripped Malcolm. That's where I give taxi for Malcolm.
Paul Bloke, he had a good career before.
He was arguably the best right back in the world. After that, I'm not even lying. I've never seen someone like disappear.
Yeah.
After one game or
and then,
2 games.
And then even give Gareth Bale 5 years, he's disappeared to play golf.
Yeah.
So Paul Malcolm's been retired by a golfer. But yeah,
Who
no,
would you give the greatest Champions League manager of all time? Putting you on the spot a bit, but
there is an answer to this.
well,
You say. I have a
argued
different
the other
approach.
one.
But like my one is purely down to sort of stat pad. I see where you come from. I agree with both, I think.
Who are you going to say?
I said Ancelotti.
He's won the most.
Yeah.
He's won what,
And,
5?
Yeah.
And he's on the verge with Real Madrid here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the time of filming that debate, it wasn't near the end of the Champions League. It was at the start of the Champions
No,
League.
but still, and he's now got the joint record with Sir Alex. He'll beat it on Wednesday, having the most matches in the Champions League as well. You don't get that if your team isn't getting that far in competitions.
At the
Constantly.
time of the discussion, though, we weren't near this point. We were in the
It was
group
only
stages.
a month or so ago.
We're in the group stages.
Okay, early this year.
You can't mug him off though.
No, my
mug off his full
argument
Champions
was Zidane, who
That's
has
what I was
had
gonna say.
3 Champions Leagues and he's won 3.
I was going to say Zidane. That's
He's
mine.
gone. I think he's gone
with
3 for
Zidane,
3.
he
You know I was
hasn't
going to say
anything
Zidane.
Yeah. And I know that's tinted
But
glasses
are
because
you-
thinking about the players Zidane.
Yeah. Are you?
Say
going-
hardly
No,
that.
he's got a soft-
But
he's-
I'm thinking Ancelotti
He's
because
got a soft spot, but like I don't think Zidane's ever lost a Champions League he's managed in. I think he has gone 3 for 3. Unless I'm wrong and someone wants to fact check me, I think he's been in 3 and he's won 3 and then he stopped doing management because he got bored. No, didn't
he's
he?
good at headbutts.
Yeah. But didn't he do 2 and then stop and then come back and win another?
No, he did
or
3
do
on the
3
bounce.
on the bounce and then you just
That's
stop.
some going, man.
Yeah,
And then he just said, "Oh, I'm fed up managing."
I can't remember
And
the
just
full
as a
out why he
player,
stopped.
I mean, like you know what it's one of my favourite players all time.
Zidane, yeah. I didn't even watch him, and he's my favourite player of all time.
There's an
Grew up
argument.
watching
It's just different gravy.
There's an argument that Mourinho is the greatest Champions League manager of all time because he's won
Porto
them with
and Inter.
he won it with Porto,
Porto.
and Inter Milan,
Yeah.
where the others you could argue
And Chelsea.
couldn't. No.
Does he
Chelsea,
not?
they didn't do it with Chelsea.
Did he not?
Got
That's
to many
surprising.
semi-finals, but we were always
Oh,
there.
we did them on the semis every time.
Yeah.
Roberto did it with a ghost goal, wasn't
Imagine
it?
the old VAR then.
We did it a few times to him.
So
they
they
just
still
couldn't.
cry about that now.
Yeah. I've actually looked back on it. It's very like honestly.
Don't think that ball's over. That ball's not over the line.
Now.
No.
Oh, so Diablo had 3-0. Good scroll. Chops, can you scroll back up? And see if he did have it.
I reckon he's a liar. No.
Come on, Diablo. Let's see if Diablo did call 3-0.
Oh wait,
Might be.
3-0 Liverpool. Yeah,
Oh, he did call it.
yeah. First
Oh,
thing he
well done,
said.
Diablo.
Well done, Diablo. We believed you the whole time.
He also
Yeah.
says the best Champions League goal I've ever seen was Thierry Henry's against Real Madrid.
Okay, we'll have to have a look at that.
But he takes it from like the halfway line and just dribbles past them all. It's one of the best
Oh, is it the
individual.
one he cuts back on? He cuts back in. No, he does the back heel on himself.
I can't remember.
This fucking
There's-
chair's
I've seen
getting
it.
thrown in the skip.
Yes. You know what it is? Towards the end of the game, at the start, it
'cause
survives,
they wait.
and then it
It's
starts.
because they had all that pork belly.
It struggles, doesn't it? It's almost screaming for help. Like, get off me.
Fucking new chairs as well. Mind you, we have torched them.
Yeah. Well, for the new season, be a new setup or
I'll
new
have to have a look.
chairs.
Were you bringing that up, Chops, are you?
What?
The Thierry Henry.
I wasn't. I can do though.
Oh, I thought that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
We said it, and he went straight on his
Yeah.
phone.
No,
and
I was
thought,
looking at Vincent Del Bosque's thingy, the old thingy
When he
manager.
was Spain manager.
Yeah, but I think he won 2 in 4 seasons with thingy. Yeah.
To be honest, all you got to do is manage Real Madrid, and you're guaranteed a Champions League trophy.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah. It's only so many times we can say our.
Well, Southampton are gone,
Yeah.
and that is like, fuck me, that is 3 to 4 points in.
Here is the
This is
Henry
goal.
Henry
Yeah,
goal.
he takes it the half, and
Yeah.
So,
No. Oh.
and this at the Bernabeu as well.
I don't think
it's not the greatest, but
I don't think that's the best.
It's very good.
Yeah,
it's against
I mean, he skipped past 2 of them like they weren't even there.
To be fair, you could argue.
Slotted it away.
It's a
Yeah.
bit
Could
like
argue-
Messi's one.
Messi's one was in the Champions League though, and I think that was a better goal.
The greatest assist of all time from Biscuits. Just
yeah, we just rolls the ball.
I think Thierry's goal is lovely. What stage of the game was that though? And where I think that comes.
We
down to
finished
as well.
1-0 that game.
Well, yeah. So
it was a good performance. I think that's a better performance than the goal. I mean, the goal was world class. To go to the Bernabeu, run at the halfway line, and take half the team.
Well,
they took 2 of them on. They weren't even there.
Yeah.
The only other name we mentioned that did that was Lionel Messi. So.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking goats of football there. Something I did see actually, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Because Harry Kane's now a big talking point. Because Spurs lose, Harry Kane scores. It's been the running thing all season.
He's staying.
I know we've sort of said should he stay or should he go. I think we all. We've all sort of agreed that he should go, really.
Yeah, but he won't.
But what's more important, him getting trophies or him breaking the all-time Premier League
All-time
records?
record. He's not leaving. He's not going.
Was that what you go for?
No, I'd leave. I'd want to play the highest level of football I could.
So would
and
you-
win something? But where's he going to go?
I don't
Who's
think
going to come in?
I think he's got one place he can go for trophies in the world. Oh, 2. I think he's got 2, and they're not in England. I don't think he'd want to go. I think he's got Bayern Munich, who don't have a recognised real striker, an out-and-out striker since Lewandowski,
Be weird
or
again, that.
PSG, who are going to be losing Messi and potentially
I don't.
no, but
I think he's Paris' number 1 target this summer.
I think that because they might be losing all of their front
They're going to
three.
get rid of Messi. They're getting rid of Neymar, and Mbappe's. I don't know what's going on with that.
So that's like they're the only 2 places you can go.
I think they're trying to change how they're running because they've run 4 years on the bounce with this ultra team, and they've been knocked out the round of 16. They haven't even made the quarterfinals every time. So they're going, scrap this. We're going for a team, not a mate. Like best footballers don't win football matches. Like 3 guys can't stand at the halfway line because the midfield get ruined.
Yeah.
Like Man City, and we did it to them as well.
Yeah.
When we had Fab, Genie, and Henry,
We're just better than them.
outrun.
You're just a better team than them. Like their front three sit at the halfway line, and then you're playing against the rest of them.
So the rumour is he's number 1 on their list.
Wow.
So
That's
but they're the only 2 clubs he can go that would sign him that could guarantee trophies. The only other one is not the other one. Teams that get trophies are City. They don't need a striker. I think quite famously.
They won't want him.
Yeah. Us, who will you? If you come
I
to
don't
us,
want him.
no, we don't need him. Like, granted, we sign him, I'd be buzzing because I'd be like, what's going on here?
I don't want him.
No, but if we signed him, like, we don't need
I don't
no.
want to go and spend 100 million.
No, but that's what I mean. We don't need to sign him. But if we did sign him, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to go and whack out 100 mil on him.
Yeah. The other top clubs he could go to that doesn't guarantee trophies: Chelsea doesn't guarantee trophies, United doesn't guarantee trophies, Newcastle doesn't guarantee trophies, staying at Tottenham doesn't guarantee trophies.
No, you guarantee not to win trophies.
Exactly.
Newcastle's not a bad shout.
No, but what's
I
the
think
point?
actually they need him less than the others because they got Callum Wilson and Isak. I mean, obviously
I
Kane's a
reckon
lot better.
Newcastle's not a bad shout.
Why would he go there though? Because all he's doing is leaving Tottenham to.
Because he's going to a top 4 club, potentially. Tottenham or not.
Tottenham could be a top 4 club next season,
Yeah,
and
but
no
you're
one
not
will.
going to.
Who's going to be more? Honestly, who's more chance of getting top 4 next year? Spurs or Newcastle?
Spurs,
The Newcastle.
I think so.
Oh,
That's a massive
that's a
shout.
big shout. I think.
They'll get a new manager. You don't know.
What,
They're-
Eddie Howe's not good. What, you're saying someone's going to do Eddie
I mean, maybe, but who honestly though, the
If they keep-
managers
if they-
available, who
if
could
they
they
keep-
get?
they
Even
keep-
if they had like Potter or Nagelsmann, who's not going there.
I'm saying you keep Kane.
Yeah.
That's a scenario. You keep Kane, and you're bringing a manager that sorts out their team a bit better. I think there's more chance. I think it's of getting top 4 because you look at that. We're
They're going to
back.
have to spend.
Yeah, they'll have to buy a better defence and probably a couple
Not
midfielders.
defense, a whole new defense.
You're going to need a new keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the debate. You say top 4. I'm not saying Newcastle might outperform them. They might be a better side. I say of actually getting top 4 because I saying we get top 4 next year. City get top 4 next year. Arsenal get top 4 next year. United get top 4 next
For
year.
me, Arsenal a bit on the ropes.
Yeah, but this is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You could say all 4 of those teams realistically will be saying, yeah, we're a top 4 side.
No, mate, it's going to be a great
So
season.
yeah, it will.
Chelsea be back.
Chelsea should
should be
be
better.
back in the mix, And then you've got Newcastle in there. Newcastle weren't fighting against Liverpool or Chelsea this year in a top 4 race. That's why they've been in it. If we were on it like we have been the second half of the season...
We let these teams get away because...
That's what I mean. We've let them get away this year. So my point with Tottenham have a Harry Kane that's guaranteed those goals. Tottenham would never do what Chelsea did because they've got someone there that wins them games. So like Tottenham, no matter how bad they played, they were never going to drop in the lower half of the table.
No.
What goal that was from Trent. It keeps coming up.
Every time it comes on, it just distracts me of what's happened.
But like my point is that when you've got a goal scorer, you've got a striker, you've got a game winner. Chelsea don't have game.
They tried to do with Haaland for City for the...
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and that's what I mean. Like,
okay, so the whole point of that conversation was like, what's more important? Would it be bigger for him to stay at Spurs and break the all-time Premier League record, or say go to Paris or Bayern and know in the league you're definitely going to win the league?
Well, from what you just said, he has to stay at Spurs.
Is winning the league?
Well, no, he could go to Munich or PSG and try and win if he wants trophies. Personally,
like, will it feel the same winning a league that you almost guarantee you're winning compared to the all-time Premier League?
We've all won silverware in our illustrious careers. Say you've never won a trophy at your age. Say you get into 30 and you've never won a trophy.
Yeah.
You want to win one?
Would it feel the same? What would he get more satisfaction?
I don't know. I'm not him. Like, apparently everyone always says...
I don't understand the feeling.
But no, like everyone says...
You need to talk to the ultras.
Yeah. And no, everyone says he's a family man and loves the country and he wouldn't move his family abroad. But like...
What you just said then, 5 minutes ago... You were saying that Tottenham would outdo Newcastle for the... Yeah?
No, I'm saying that he can't go anywhere else in the country.
No, but what you're saying is Tottenham over Newcastle, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so then he can't go.
No, this is what I mean. He can go 2 places, Munich or PSG, if he wants trophies.
So if he can go in the league.
In the Prem.
No point.
He's not going to any other Prem club.
No point. The only 2 teams...
Not going to Chelsea.
He's going to retire a loser.
Might do.
But he's going to win.
Is he a loser, though?
Your question was...
One of the best players to ever play in the Prem.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like it. He's a nice bloke. He's a captain. No, but I
think he's not the Tottenham captain, is he? Lloris is, and I think Lloris they get rid of him, give him the armband. I think that should be part of your selling point for him as the club as well. As if you're replacing the keeper, give him the armband.
I mean, he would anyway.
But it makes sense.
Puts another fucking 20 grand on you.
It does. But
it will be interesting.
My point is, there's no point going anywhere else in the league. The only club really, other than I think we're the next best for it. The only other club that guarantees a trophy is City, and they don't need him.
No.
So
we don't need him.
No, but that's what I mean. So staying in the league is pointless. Going anywhere else in the league is pointless because you're not getting anything you're not getting at Tottenham.
I can see him at United, you know.
Yeah, but what's the point? I know they've won a cup this year.
I can see him at United.
Are United guaranteed a trophy next year?
More than Spurs, though. That's the thing. It's more than Spurs, though. At least with United, he can compete. They've gotten an FA Cup final. They've won the League Cup, and they're in the top 4. Spurs were out of the 3rd round of all of them. They're not in Champions League next year, and they won't win the league.
I can see him at Man United.
I get it. And to be honest, do you know what that would probably be? It'd be shades of RVP, Robin van Persie.
That's what I mean. It's just...
So it would, yeah. But for him, you're not guaranteed it.
You're
ruining a legacy there by going there. You're not guaranteed your trophies.
What's more important? Because like having the chance to potentially win, and then you still got the goal record. At
I think the only reason you move is guaranteed trophies, and they're the only 2 places. Because otherwise, what you're moving and then you lose, then what?
Yeah. That's a gamble. But will he regret then never moving? Thinking,
I don't know. I'm not him. I have no idea.
He'll stay where he is.
Yeah,
that's what I think he'll do.
I feel like he'll end up staying, and I think he might end up regretting it. But he won't say the same like Gerrard.
He'll have a legacy at Spurs. Yeah. He'll always have a legacy at Spurs.
And there's no reason, and like it's stupid. I know I'll get laughed upset. There's no reason Tottenham couldn't win a trophy under him.
Do you want to seat here next season? Comment like that.
There's no reason why they couldn't. They won't.
Yeah.
But like him as a striker, you build the right, because like people are forgetting they had a very good side at one point that almost won the league.
Oh.
They almost went and won the league when Leicester won it. It sums them up that they didn't, and that was because they had a great side around Kane. Now they don't. They just have Kane. You build a decent side around him in the next year or 2. They could go. There's no reason they could.
Talking another 2 years, though, Charles.
No, I'm not.
You know, you're saying a year or 2, but
yeah.
I don't think that things are going to change that much in one season for Tottenham.
They're going backwards.
I can't see them top 4. I really can't.
I can.
No, I know that's why we haven't discussed.
Because I had them third this season going into it.
Okay, now you can get any further.
Why are you laughing? You had them third.
No, that's what I'm laughing at. How far, like.
But they went into the season with Conte. They went in signing all these players, and they looked half
That's what
decent.
I mean. Even when we think they're at their best, they're nowhere near.
And this is my point. We think they're at their worst. They'll probably go and win the league.
I doubt it.
No, my point is they don't. It's not like they have an awful side if they make changes. Because if they have Harry Kane,
they're going to be a new side.
But they've always been known for Semtex. They fucking blow up every fucking season.
It's the same at Arsenal.
Every season.
Yeah.
Well, it's the first time Arsenal have actually thought, have they got the minerals to go and do it? But no, they fucking someone's put Semtex on them as well. Bang, they're off they go.
But this stems from my point of don't move unless you're guaranteed trophies.
Okay, it's fair.
Unless
you're unhappy.
Don't leave your missus unless you're sure the girlfriend wants to move in with you. It's like, then it's a double loss, isn't it? So what?
No, the other one might be better in bed.
Yeah, but then what if she turns around and says, "Oh no, actually this isn't for me"? Then you're left with nothing.
No, you're going to get another one.
Might be a fair point. You can't argue with Kieran's logic, but you can laugh at it.
So apparently Ferdinand is the new podcast.
Oh, I'm all right. Oh yeah, Ollie's at the wheel. Yeah, I can't do the voice as well. But yeah.
Right. Billy
Give him the
Bob.
contract.
Billy Bob. Hey, Billy Bob. I hope we get top 4. Yeah, I hope so do I, man. Diablo, we get top 4. Don't worry about it, Billy Bob.
Everyone seems confident.
Yeah, but we got.
You have to be.
You've got to be confident. Yeah. Here we go. Oh fucking hell, Diablo! What were you saying? You can't argue with Kieran's logic, but you can. Yeah, you can laugh at it.
Yeah.
Right, that's the end of the bottle as well, boys.
Yeah, that's good timing. And there's one more here. Trent, best right back in the world.
Best midfielder in the world.
I've got a bit of news for you. I'm going to see Montpellier versus Nice.
Did you just pluck 2 names out of a hat?
No, I'm off to Montpellier, so I'm going to go and watch the game.
Okay, when? What?
27th. Yeah.
That's not the final day of the season, is it?
No, it's
27th.
Yeah.
28th is the final day. Are you away for that?
Oh shit.
We might not even be on TV, to be fair.
No, it's 2 months away, mate.
Huh?
No, it's about a month. Actually, I'm scared now.
When do you go away? In May?
Right?
We'll figure this out off
Figure it
camera.
out. Yeah.
We'll be live regardless.
May.
Whether you...
Yeah. Our final days on the 28th. We play on the 21st and
Where's
then...
my phone?
That's alright, we'll get Champions League. You'll be drinking with the French. Were you going to cancel it? He's cancelling his flight. Right.
Oh, so you're not going to the game?
I love you too,
I'm just
Diablo.
going to double check it now while we're here.
You wrap
I
up.
mean, it might be alright, to be fair, if we're not in the Champions League.
Oh, what? 26th of May?
26th.
May, I'm away.
You're away for the final day.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's see.
Fuck's sake.
That's alright, we'll FaceTime you.
Well, yeah, but just imagine if we got the Champions League and he's not even here.
It's alright, it'll be in France.
If we lose to Villa on the weekend, then go ahead, because we can't do it.
Oh, it's too late now. I fucking spanked it. Didn't think about that. Oh, these fucking women.
Okay.
That's
But
what
we'll end the podcast. When the live stream on there.
We love
Good
you too,
result,
Diablo.
Great result, 3-0. Keeps us in the hunt. Leicester look like they're going down, unless they can hopefully perform a miracle against Newcastle, which we need them to do. Big games this week because you've got City and Real Madrid and Newcastle, Brighton. If you aren't and you're still watching, please subscribe because it means a lot. We were trying to get to 24,000. I think that's going to be really tight to do, but hopefully results like this can help. Check out Born. There's a new video that was just out today about darts, so hopefully you enjoy that. And there's a podcast, Born Hub, that is a good listen to.
That darts video makes me look a lot worse than I am. I'm better than that.
Well, you can decide for yourselves. But yeah, subscribe and we will see you on Saturday.
We love you too.
Love you too. Oh, yeah. Love you guys. All right.